Alright, we're back. Thank you to Holy Proton for letting me know. I had absolutely no idea that my audio was off. I had no idea that my mic was apparently turned off. That's a really rough way to start your stream. But yeah, the Blue Snowball sucks because it plugs in via USB, which means it doesn't connect and it's weird. There's like this glitch where it'll swap between like oftentimes my recording system just doesn't detect it properly, and it's like it switches between two different microphones in the software. So it's like it tries to connect to a one type, but then the Blue Snowball just arbitrarily switched over to the other version, so I have to like select that. And it's really weird. It's really weird. It's dumb. It happens. But thanks to that, you guys completely missed the story. So I guess I should probably try to tell it again. I'm not picking this guy up, by the way. So I picked out this guy named Gil. Let me show you his stats. His stats are way better than what they were originally. He started out intellectual 0, cooking 0. He pretty much had everything 0. He had maybe like construction 2, and I remember he had mining 3. But his cooking was 0. His plants was 0. His animals, actually his animals has always been 3. His crafting was, I think, 2. And his art, that hasn't been touched, obviously. His medical, though, started out really high. His medical started out at 10. And his shooting started out at 9. His melee started out at, or no, it was 8 and 8 for both. So his stats are way better than they were at the start. But I'm going to tell you this guy's story. So Gil, what a lovely fellow. I kind of was motioning to a bunch of things earlier. But basically, I dropped him in on this little tile of the map, and I look around, and I see this cave system, and I'm like, holy guacamole, Batman, this is a really defensible location. There's a vegetation that grows out here. There's this area, too, which is even better, but I didn't know about this right away. But yeah, mountain bases for the win. These are the best kinds of bases. Just my opinion, and my opinion is fact in this case. So, but yeah, I started out over here, growing my crops out here, etc., and he's building up his home. And the reason I picked this out, one of the main reasons, is because it's very easy for me to set up sandstone or granite doors and stuff like that. All I needed to do was seal off here, here, and here. Because it started out with this little limestone building already in place. And there was a couple other walls that I dismantled. This area used to be all rock. This area was all rock. This area wasn't yet discovered, so all of around here was all rock. And eventually I just kind of discovered it. Also, cargo pods. I didn't mean to right-click that and get rid of it. Where are you? Are you food? You are food. Lovely. So, yeah. But thank you so much, Holy Proton, for letting me know about my mic. That's so embarrassing. What a way to start a stream. But, yeah. So I'm very happy, though, with this story. Yeah, he picked out in here, and then Randy Random, of course, this being Naked Brutality. First thing he does is he hits my boy, because this is actually after I did the tribal stream, right? The last stream I did, we were playing as a tribe because I was done with Naked Brutality and trying to beat it, because it was clearly out of touch with RimWorld. I just haven't had enough practice with it, and I just kept losing my people. It would feel like I was doing pretty well. It would go on for maybe a good couple of in-game months, maybe about 30 to about somewhere between 30 to 60 days, and then they would end up dying just due to something, usually something that was kind of my fault, kind of. Some of it is also because the game's AI is just bogus, and I hate playing this without mods. You gotta play this game with mods. You just have to. It's a legal requirement. But my boy here, Gil, he got hit with the plague. Day 2, he gets hit with the plague. And like I said, his plants was 0. He didn't start up with any heal root, obviously. He didn't start with any medicine, but this being Naked Brutality. And this map has no wild heal root. I took a look around. I couldn't find it anywhere. There isn't any. So, he was going to die. There was nothing I could have done about it. Even though he had medical level 10, and I tested this out, he had actually finally built his bed. He had just built his bed when he got hit with that plague. He couldn't heal from it fast enough. He just couldn't. So he was gonna die. So I just went in dev mode and I saved him. Then I just go into dev mode and save him again. This is a few days later. He had just built, I believe if I'm remembering this right, he had just built his first bow. He was about to go hunting to get himself some food, and then he went on a mental break daze, and then he started wandering around. He ate all the meals, and this went on for a good 2 or 3 days. And somewhere in that time, he eventually decided, oh, you know what would be a good idea? You know what would be a good idea? Eating insect jelly that's being guarded by dangerous creatures that can kill me in just a few hits. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna go eat some insect jelly. So he does, and he dies. So I had to bring him back again with dev mode because that's just stupid. I've always hated how Tynan doesn't allow any common sense, even just a little bit when you're on a mental break. I can understand it if you're like at an extreme, like, what's the word? Because there's different tiers of a mental break, right? If you're somewhere in here, that's a minor mental break, and a daze is considered a minor mental break. You should at least be able to use your brain at least a little bit, even if you're going through that. This and below, I can kind of understand. There's a bit of an argument to be had where they just kind of lose your common sense. And this, obviously, yeah, if your mood is at 0, naturally, you're going to have a mental break. You're going to explode. You're going to want to destroy things, kill your pets, just burn the world to the ground. I get it. It makes sense to have a mental break that bad. But what he does is he just, decides to go and grab insect jelly of all things, surrounded by dangerous creatures, and they killed him. And so I brought him back because I thought that was dumb. And then the final thing that I thought was dumb that I used dev mode for, because again, not streaming. I wasn't planning to make this like a streamed series. I was just wanting to get some practice in a bit more with Naked Brutality, just because I was struggling so much with it all in those past streams and not really getting anywhere. And people don't like that. People don't want to watch a RimWorld player if there's going to be no progress. I know that. So I was like, okay, I clearly need to just get some practice in. But so anyways, he finally, now that he came off his daze, he had a short bow. So it's like, okay, let's go hunt something. Now, I never knew about, because you know how, I'll just tell you. I had him go hunt one, and there was one about this distance in proximity, a second one in proximity, right? So I hit this cassowary, and then I hunt another one. There was like 3 of them, kind of in a group like this. I hunt one, then I hunt the other one, and again, about this kind of a distance. All three of them go manhunter. And the one that I never injured caught up with him and ripped off his arm. Just rips off his arm. He fights it and survives and then defeats the other 2. So it's like, okay, that's good enough. It's still kind of dumb that you got your arm ripped off in a fight with a bird. This isn't exactly an ostrich or what are those Australian birds? What are they called? It's a different bird. It's a completely different bird. There was a whole, I believe there was a whole war about it, if I'm remembering right. Like, the birds' population got so out of control, they straight up tried to gun them down, but they couldn't. And I think it was just because the weapons they had at the time weren't the most accurate, and the birds were good enough at getting away and just surviving, and they could just tank bullets. I wish I could remember the name of the species. But the cassowary, not quite the same. I really have no idea where this bird comes from. But yeah, it's vicious, known for being quick to aggression when harmed or confronted by incompetent tamers, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty violent, but see, they're not very strong when you look here. Their melee DPS isn't that great. Compare that to something like an elephant. See, a fight like that, you would much more obviously expect, well, you would expect a lot more than an arm ripped off if you're fighting an elephant. Let's go with something a bit more moderate here. How about an alpaca? Nah, I didn't think so. Alpacas, come on. A camel ripping your arm off? Come on. No. That's not very... A turtle ripping your arm off. But yeah, I just thought it was dumb, and you know what? He survived the fight. So I gave him just a basic prosthetic arm. The game doesn't really have anything weaker than a prosthetic arm, at least from what I saw when I was trying to look it up. So, yeah. He has this now. It's not like there's peg legs that you can put on your arm. So that's his story, and I'll let you guys decide if you want to continue. But from what I understand, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be doing the tribal group. Still not sure, though. We can keep going with this guy if you want. Personally, I don't really care. But it has been nearly 2 years in game, and you can really see how much he's built himself up. This is actually... I wish I had been recording this series, because this would have been fun. He's actually done well for himself. Look at that. He smoothed out all this. He made his room nice. He has an area for prisoners. Oh, that's another funny thing. He can't do social. So we could never recruit more people. We had tons of opportunities to get more people, either by having to capture them or just, yeah, pretty much just having to capture them and heal them. We had tons of opportunities to get more people, but we never took it. We never could take it because whenever it was a rescue mission, they would just try to leave. They wouldn't just offer to join. And there was eventually one guy who did join, but then he immediately got the plague and died. I'm not joking. We had his where was his grave? Where did I put his grave? I put his grave somewhere around. It was nearby. Was it back here? I sort of remembering like it was back here. No, where was it? I buried him. Here it is. Yeah, amidst all this ash, because we had a lot of forest fires. Our boy Erwin Counselor, he was killed by the plague, and we couldn't save him. There's not a whole lot I could say about it. I think it was because Gil here, I think he had a mental break during that time. It's like he had a mental break, and at the same time he got hit with the plague. So it's just like, well, there goes Erwin. I tried to save him, and but I didn't get close enough, and eventually I realized, yeah, there's no saving him. I wasted a medicine on him, which I got from a drop pod that came by later. Actually, where is it? Oh yeah, we lost it. That's right, because he went on a different mental break, threw a tantrum, and destroyed the medicine. That's right. Yeah, that was the reason why we couldn't save him. It wasn't because I didn't waste any medicine. I literally couldn't save him because he went on a mental break and destroyed all of his medicine, going on a tantrum. Just punched all the medicine into nothing. Yeah. I really, that makes me mad. That makes me so mad. Why would you do that? Why would you fight and destroy your chance of survival? But whatever, right? He's plants 5. Once he gets 8, we can get some heal root and we can really get something going. Nobody's said anything before if they want to see me continue on with this or not. And honestly, I'm not sure I should continue the stream because currently... Oh no, we got 8 playbacks. How you guys doing? 8 play... Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Because this is a bit later than before. All the other days I was doing it, I tried to start it at 5. Because honestly, that is a pretty good hour for me. And for a lot of other people. A group are visiting? What do you got for us? Sema, Dragon, Stork, and Biarabrew. Welcome. Yes, thank you for coming over to visit my humble abode. That's literally just a cave. Also, these guys self-tamed and joined. I can't do anything with them. I'm not gonna kill them. I wouldn't do that unless they were unless they literally had to eat my food to survive and I couldn't train them. So like if it was a dog that joined my colony, something that actually has to eat meat, then I would just end up having to kill it because his animal skill is not high enough. At least I'm pretty sure it's not high enough to train a dog. I don't know. I don't know how high your skill in animals needs to be to train a dog, but yeah. Alpacas. Wait, these guys have a minimum handling skill of 1? I had no idea there were animals that went that low. Also, ambrosia. Forgot about you. You're only 70% grown though, but that's okay. We'll harvest. Give me some more ambrosia, baby. Yeah, sure. This will be a great way to raise your animal skill. We need a male and a female, yep. And then 1 more female ought to make it. Ought to be perfect. There we go. With that said, then you need to be cooking more food. Yeah, you don't have any... We don't really have any food. We don't have any food. Do we have any rice that's ready? We got some rice that's going to be ready by about tomorrow. And we do have some corn. We do have some corn. That's right, I forgot. Built a new freezer. I built this literally in-game, like just... like right before I closed out. Yeah, we actually have power now, thanks to this area back here, because if I built the power sources out here, I can't really protect it from raiders, which is what I tried to do. I actually tried to initially install this wind turbine out here and just have it be out there and just have it be that way, and just so I can power some lamps so he gets a better mood lit, you know, that kind of thing, but it didn't work because we got raided by a guy who came in with this rifle that he's now wielding, and he came in, destroyed it, burned all my crops. Then he went up here like a moron, and there used to be, you can tell here by the goop, there used to be an insectoid colony right there, and he got demolished. He died. He died brutally. What was really funny though is that he wound up disbanding that colony of insectoids because he shot at them so much. He accidentally destroyed their main hive, and so they just wound up kind of going around randomly. And then he started hunting them down, and one of them fought back. I think it's just because he walked too close to it or something like that. And it fought back, and it killed him. So we got his gun, and it was, yeah. We got his gun, we got his clothes, and we got to craft our own over here. Yeah, also, Irwin died pretty recently. Oh, poor Irwin. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Poor Irwin. He didn't do anything. He was a nice guy. He just came in to help out. And he had decent stats, too. He wasn't incapable of violence. What was he incapable of? He was incapable of firefighting, that's right. I remember being salty about that. Because Gil here is also incapable of firefighting. So it's just really hilarious how I wound up getting 2 people in a row that can't fight the fires that could potentially burn down my colony. I used to think I could get around them not refusing. I wish I could get around them. I thought I could get around them refusing to firefight, because there's a rule where whenever you draft a colonist and have them stand next to a fire, they'll automatically beat the fires. Apparently not if they're incapable of firefighting. They won't do it. Which makes me upset. Very much so. But buddy, before you even think about trying to tame those animals, we need to get some hunting done. No, we don't. No, we don't. We have food. I keep forgetting we have all that food. 2 simple meals right away. Yeah, because it was sitting up here in storage, which honestly I should... Boom. Well, I can leave on things like ambrosia. Where is that? Where would ambrosia be? Where would that be? Legit. Definitely not a meat, but I'm gonna look anyways. Yeah. No way. I guess if it's not in there, I don't need to worry about it, right? Anything else? No. He's fine. There we go. 10 playbacks. How you guys doing? Hi, hello. If you haven't seen my previous streams, you're more than welcome to watch them. But I must warn you, all of them but the one I did on, I think it was Wednesday. All of them except the Wednesday one didn't end up going anywhere. Hey! Nice! This is what I was looking for. And we should be able to train it. He can get his training skill up. Then he can train Monkey here. And he can train the Cassowary once that gets high enough. The Cassowary is going to be rough. He needs 8. This thing may end up going wild before it does that. Before that even happens. I still think it's funny that a tiny little monkey needs a higher minimum handling skill than a freaking... I want to say the naughty swear words, but you know, Susan Wajiki, Susan Wabajack, she'll hit me with her Wabajack staff if I say even a little bit of wrong words. The minimum 7 for those guys, huh? What about turtles? I really am wanting to find out if there are any animals in the game that have a minimum handling of 0. Because it's kind of dumb how if you have a handling of 0, there pretty much is no in-game way to train it up. At least that I know of. Yeah, obviously you'd need more than 0 for rhino. Alpaca we already looked at, monkey we already looked at. What? How do you tame these guys? Oh. How would you even train these things? These things kill on sight. We literally just had a raid 1.3 days ago, and she just came walking in and died. How are you supposed to... I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not going to worry about it. No point trying to talk to these guys. My buddy Gil here is incapable of social, just like me in real life. Where are you? What are you doing? You are doing more training. Good. Goody goody gumdrops. You got any more corn? No. I think it's probably time I expand the corn. We need to expand the corn, boys. I'm going to cut back on this one and extend it this way. We need that. We're going to need that hill root. It's going to happen. We're just not there yet. Well, he does have rice. I don't know. Corn is so important, though. It really is. Just realized that they're actually a bit too close together. If either one of these gets hit with the, what's it called? The thing. If either one of these gets hit with the disease, the danger, the bad, the not good, the thing that makes me cry inside, that will cause problems. Lots and lots of problems. Minor break risk and need batteries. Yeah, we need to research batteries. But currently I'm more interested in pemmican, honestly. Wait, no, I don't need pemmican. Now I have power. What am I doing? This was before I set up power. Psychoid brewing. No. Where's it at? What was it I wanted? I forgot. Batteries, that's right. Yeah, let's go ahead and research it. Whatever. I'm thinking this area is going to be where I'll keep batteries as well as generators, either wood-fire generators or whatnot. I suppose maybe wood-fire generators could be back here because, I mean, look at all this. Look at all this. All the wood I'll ever need. There we go. I wonder if my buddy knows that I fixed my voice audio issue. I'm assuming that was him leaving that comment. Holy Proton, if that's you, I thank you, sir. Large marble stele. Yeah, we're gonna deconstruct that eventually, probably, maybe. We're not gonna. It's a very long grind, though, I gotta say. In Naked Brutality, there is just so much to do, and it's so hard to get anything done with just one guy. I mean, this is his current work priorities. I pretty much just have him as a 2 on everything. Oh, that's right. I turned him down on research because Irwin was super good at it, but now Irwin's dead. And yeah, once I notice the cleaning gets bad, you know, I have him fix that. Once this gets bad, I have him fix that. You know, it just goes on and on, just like that. I'm gonna delete this heater. Actually, I built it because at one point we got hit with volcanic winter. But and despite that, you know, despite that this is a warm climate, it actually did drop down to the point where you're starting to get chilly. So I did start on getting that heater built, but we also didn't have power at the time. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to forbid this. We need more components first. And then other stuff happened and just, things exploded. Ooh. Okay, there's 2 more that we need to get. Alright. I'm going to keep an eye on these guys' training, by the way. If their tameness drops down to 1, I'm going to immediately have them slaughtered. If I can't tame them, they will be my food. They will be my dinner, and I'd rather get it while it's free and easy. Yes, cook more meals, please. Ooh, wait, oh, no, he's not. I was starting to think that maybe he was doing as he should be doing and making fine meals. Always do fine meals. That's your priority. Lavish meals are great and all, but I prefer fine meals unless you really get your colony going. And then there's a lot of people who take a different approach and they use the goop thing. I don't like using the goopy boy, but I know that it works really well for most people. Just because you get meals so quick, you don't have to have someone dedicated to cooking, and in general, it's a good idea. I'm being tempted now. I'm being tempted to use it. I don't know. I don't like it. Your construction is more than high enough. I'm pretty sure food also, what's the word? It rots a lot slower once it's in a hopper. Holds resources for use. Does it? I don't remember if this actually helps, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know why it's saying we don't have the steel for it. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. But yeah, we have the steel. Just barely. Just barely. Now where the hell am I gonna put this thing? I think I'm gonna set it up in the prison room. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But I need to mine more stuff out and make more room. And I'm gonna have to mine this area out as well because I'm pretty sure... How wide is this bad boy? Yeah, 3 tiles. 3 tiles wide. But yeah, that's where it'll be. And then this area can just be widened just to, I guess, maybe throw in another fridge or something like that. Just something, but until then, we're gonna keep making food, just like this. Oh, you know what? You know what I need to do? I need to replace that with an electric stove. Well, no, I don't actually need to. Now that we're, you know, actually... Why am I disabling that? That's not right. Yeah. Hopefully you live longer than 5 minutes this time, right? Hopefully. I already have, I mean... after those 3 dev modes that I pointed out, right? I lasted all the way up to here without losing Gil. There were times where I got really close. I genuinely thought he was going to die. And it was usually from a disease that just sort of came up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, Alpaca. I forgot to assign you, buddy. You're in Area 1. Yeah, you're not supposed to sleep in my freezer. What are you doing in there? I also need to give you a bed. I really want to give all my animals beds. Even if I don't like them. You don't have enough cloth, right? Nah. Ooh. I completely forgot. I need to grow cloth. What am I doing? I had cloth growing before, but after it all got burned down and stuff like that, I think I wound up deleting it and forgetting to rebuild it after I moved everything in here. I think. Or was it... No, I got all my cotton from a pod. A drop pod. See, it landed all right up here, you can tell. Yeah, now we can grow cloth. What are you doing, Gil? What are you doing? No relaxing. That's not allowed. Bad. Build things. Build all the things. Everything. Thought we had elephant skin. Alright. We don't have enough for rhino leather? Are you serious? I'm not wasting Thornbooth fur on that. No. That's way too valuable. Alright, something has to die. Something needs to die. I choose you. You're a male. You might mate with my females. I don't want that. I want my 1 male. My 1 male, my 3 females. Well, yeah, after you try taming one, sure. After you fail. Inevitably. Yep. Now watch him try to hunt it. Why are you not hunting it? Your hunt is at a 2. You should do it after... Oh, after cooking, that's why. Ambrosia rot... Wait. I need to set this to include ambrosia. Is it raw plant matter? No, not plant matter. Items. It's definitely not on here. Unfinished. Artifacts? I don't know. I don't know where this would be. Manufactured, maybe. Medicine? Drugs? Drugs. That makes sense, actually. Hindsight 2020. I need to remove it from here, then. Manufactured. Ambrosia. No. Don't want it in there. Want it in somewhere cool. Yep. All my quests are going to expire. I kind of wish you could go in the settings and just real quick, like, enable or turn it off. Something like that. Yeah, instead of going to cook meals, why don't you just, you know, haul it? There you go. He can only carry 56 now. That's his maximum. Now you need to find him a lover. Yeah. Right? And my alpaca, too. Oh, no, this is a female alpaca. I need to find her a lover. There we go. 13 playbacks. Nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Hello, all you fine people. Welcome to the Jocelyn. Oh, okay. I was worried for a second there. Well, I should still be worried. What do you got? A pistol? That's nothing. I got a rifle, buddy. I got a rifle. You're dead. You're dead. You don't even know how dead you are. We'll kind of use as cover. I suppose I can get him over here. And you did land a shot in the alpaca, so the alpaca will eventually die. It should. Yeah, death in 22 hours guaranteed. I'm pretty sure. I've always assumed that whenever it says that, it's guaranteed. The animal's like, it calculates for animal regen, right? Because most of the reason I say this is because like thrumbos are really hard to kill. I don't know if you've ever tried to just hunt one and then just leave it alone, but man, they are just impossible. Where are you going? Oh, my animals. Yeah, go inside. Stay safe. Where are you going? Oh, that's right. It said he was going to prepare for a while and then attack, wasn't he? It probably did say that. In that case, human hunting. You don't even seem that fast, are you? What's up with you? Why are you so slow? 3.68. What is going on with you, buddy? You have no health conditions. Are you wearing gear, maybe? Is it some special gear? No. Isn't your bio? You're nimble. You have a very good melee dodge chance, so got it. Don't try to take you down. And you are a pirate, so there's no point in trying to improve our faction relations. I really should just let you die. How good is the cover you offer? Not as good as a wall. Alright, we'll go for a wall then. Oh, he knows. He knows he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Get behind this wall. Yeah, he knows every time I get near him. How do I approach him then? Maybe just stay back just enough that he can't see me and then start taking pot shots? Just like that? No, he's too far away now. Well, maybe. No. How far is his range? Got him! One shot, one kill. That's our boy Gil. Alright. Yeah, look at that. Right through the heart. When Gil lands a shot, his shooting was 0. I forgot to look at... his shooting was... He had no chance. There was no way a guy with a shooting 0 was going to beat my boy here with... Why are you shooting 13 with a rifle? Yeah, no, you have no chance. Alright. Oh, at least haul back the revolver. We get a free gun, which is nice. Free gun. Name the lover fish. I don't understand what you're getting at, Fire Ninja. Name the lover fish. All right. Oh, is that your name? Like you're picking? Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that. Nobody has actually claimed the name Gil yet. Oh, is it because his name is Gil? So you want? That kind of makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He's the one that allows his girl to breathe. You know, he gives her all the space that she needs. Why does it sound like a weird thing to say? That just sounds like, I don't know. Perfect way I describe my relationship with my girl. I give her all the space she needs. We never get together, ever. She gets all the space, man. It just sounds like, it sounds like something a guy whose girlfriend is dating other men would say. Just... Yep, the play on words. Yeah, you gotta go with it. You gotta go with it. Gil gives his girl the ability to breathe. There we go. Let's put it that way. That makes more sense. You know, now it sounds more masculine. Like, yeah, bro, I'm so awesome with my girl. She literally depends on me for life. We have that much trust in each other. I'm literally attached to her body, and she relies on me to survive. Metaphorically attached to my girl. You know, maybe I just go in dev mode and just spawn her in just for the memes. No. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's already illegitimate of a playthrough enough as it is, just because he should have died a long time ago. And I was just like, no, this is stupid. You're living. Ooh. Ooh. I forgot about that. Drop pod came in with that. Are you dead yet? 18 hours. Blood loss is moderate. Oh yeah, that should... Blood loss alone should be enough to pretty much finish you off, huh? You're gonna sleep through your... You're not gonna sleep through your recreation hour. You need that recreation. You madman. You're not allowed to relax. Or sleep to full. If you don't get to recreation, at least to a little bit. Wait. Oh, you were taming. Okay, cool. Go. Yeah, go tame. Do it. Do it. Come on. Succeed for me, baby. Yeah! We got... And it's another female. Sicko mode. Alright. Ooh, yeah. I need to assign the other animal to Area 1. There we go. Go be with your brethren. Tame failed. That's alright. Now you're gonna go train! Which is excellent. Do you even have any more? You carry a lot of fungus in your gear. How do you carry so much fungus in your gear? You're using like... What was it? 13... You were using about 19 fungus. That's how you pull it out. Like every time you went to tame. And yet somehow... Ooh, this guy's almost done training for the first level. Nice. And we have power back on. Sicko mode. I gotta stop saying sicko mode. I don't even like that phrase. I picked it up from one of my buddies. They named your best pet Gold. Sounds like a stoner thing. Absolutely. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Now he should craft fine meals. You know what? If I'm going this route of giving him the power to cook anyways, maybe I shouldn't even bother with trying to set him up a... Well, no, I still should. I still should. It could at least be for prisoners. Allow them to feed themselves until I get somebody who's capable of actually socializing with them. It's still the dumbest thing in the world that you're straight up incapable of social... You know, like, if you have a guy who's incapable of wardening, he straight up won't feed his prisoners until they're so ill that they're starved and they have to be put in bed, and then he'll feed them, because that's a doctoring thing. It's so dumb. You'll have Gil Goldenfish. Gil the Golden Fish. Gil is our golden fish. He really is. He's our golden boy. He's our golden child. He's our lover. No. He's not our lover, but he's our baby. He's our brother. Ooh. Do we have... We now have enough camel hide, I think, right? It says we need only 40. What is this? This is 63. Game. I also want to keep them a moderate distance apart from each other. Because I had a boomalope once. It exploded and destroyed its own bed. The reason was because I was being an idiot. I had a boomalope. That's how I got all this chem fuel. Basically, we got hit by a raider, and like an idiot, I forgot to tell my animal to come inside and stay safe. And that was the guy with the rifle, by the way, the one who burned all my crops and destroyed my power and stuff. Yeah, and then went and killed himself. So I got his rifle. So hey, 50-50, right? One of the best early game weapons in RimWorld, in exchange for losing literally a source of immense power for me. I think that's actually kind of fair. But the chem fuel boomalope is why I built these slate doors here, because I was like, ooh, yeah, this would be a great place for batteries and stuff. Minor break risk. Why? What's wrong with you? Your friend died. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason to be upset. I would be upset. But you're upset because it's ugly out, and now you're training the alpaca. Why weren't you hunting, by the way? Why weren't you just finishing the job? What else is up with your needs? Anything I can actually do anything about? No, not anything I need to worry about now, at least. Ooh, do these affect beauty, by the way? Curious. They don't appear to, but this is made out of elephant. Yeah, okay. No, these don't have a beauty to them. Lame. Really lame. You should build a wall and make my prisoners pay for it. Oh, don't worry, they will. With their blood, sweat, and the random gear that they have. Yeah. I'll build it out of t-shirts and guns. Not gonna lie though, is it weird that I think that that's actually how border security should be? There actually should be armed guards patrolling. I think that's how it should be. You know, if you really want to I shouldn't talk about this because I can get on some people's nerves, but I should save this kind of topic for the Judge Someone, my second channel, which I don't make nearly enough content for. Same for this one. I don't upload enough. But the Judge Someone is where I want to make more kind of P rating type stuff, you know? If you know what I'm referencing, you deserve a cookie. Go grab one. It's actually from me. You may think you're grabbing a cookie out of the cookie jar, but no, the Jaw Someone actually teleported that cookie in there for you. And if you don't have a cookie jar, I'm sorry, man. You're just gonna have to magically have one in your cookie jar the next time you buy a cookie jar. Right? That's just how it works, man. You're just gonna have to be patient with me. Why did I do this? I don't remember doing this. Oh, I wanted to plant trees. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Because I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna have anything burned down, I would rather it be a place that grows trees. That's the growing zone I'm the least worried about burning down. Wood is super important, but I mean, look at this. I can get trees anywhere if I really, really need it. So, yeah. But we haven't yet researched the ability to grow our own trees, and you know, that's just because I want to get batteries. Did you just laugh at me? What's so funny, monkey? You're on life support. You just remember that. I'm the one who gives you this grass out here to eat. I'm the one that gives you a nice bed to sleep in. You better be grateful. Throw you back out there and with the other wild animals. Too busy eating peanut butter cookies at the moment. Too bad the game hasn't added bones. Yeah, bones really should be in the main game. It'd be a great way to get another source of food, right? Because you can. There's another mod, or was it the same mod? But it adds bone marrow that you get out of. It's supposed to either work with the bone mod, or it's like an entirely different thing. I don't remember how it works, but you can extract bone marrow, and that's like an extra source of food if you're like really in need. But it's not very tasty, so the only way you can really work with it is like trying to work with a fryer or something. And I think that's how that works. Trying to make it into like simple meals and stuff is the only way you can get a colonist to not get like a mood penalty. I think. Don't quote me on that. No, I haven't really looked into it. 10.53. Speaking of which, I still love this update. I'm actually like super ecstatic over it because I looked at some of the newer mods that have already come out, right? And they made mods that are designed to help other mods come together and work with each other. Like, that's such a huge, huge deal. I subscribe to all of them. But there's this one guy. I can't remember the name of his... I can't remember his Steam name. But props to that guy. He took advantage of the 1.1's new update that adds in, like, global ID packages, which basically is... I don't know a super ton about modding, so take what I say about this however you will, with a grain of salt, whatnot. But it's something like... something along the lines of if you have a global ID system, let's say you have a mod that adds in a new animal, right? With the new animal, that'll come in new different item drops when they're killed, new types of leather, possibly. If you want to mod it that way, you don't have to. Obviously, you could have them just drop like plain leather or something else. I've seen mods do that before, but in the past, you know. But now it doesn't have to be that way, because it'll be officially recognized as a leather thanks to the global ID system. So if you add a mod that adds in a new type of clothing, right? Well, now that piece of clothing can recognize that particular leather as being okay if it has the right parameters. Because there are some mods like that really only want you to work with like one certain type of something in order to build something else. That's not going to make any sense unless I give you something specific. Hold on a second. Training, boom. And we need to get all of you guys beds. So that means more hunting. Yep, all your family members are going to die. Thank you for joining me. Your family is dead. It's all your fault. You're welcome. But how did it go? Yeah, elves is what I'm thinking of. There's a mod that adds in elves, and there are certain things that the elvish mods want you to build, say out of wood, for example, but they only want you to use a certain type of wood because it has kind of an elvish feature to it. Well, if you wanted to, you could add a certain global ID parameter to that, so that other mods, if they think, if they know how to make it compatible with theirs, that like they can, you know, if they want to make that possible. Obviously, as a modder, you can have it set up so that, you know, those elves can only use that and just that, period. But now, thanks to this global ID parameter thing, you can have it be like, by the way, this isn't just regular wood. This is a special wood that makes it compatible with these certain things, thanks to these other global ID parameters I've set. In other words, it makes modding just super good. Just need to get prepare carefully. It's not fun. We're playing this game without prepare carefully. Also, my chair keeps farting. I need to do something about this chair, man. It was squeaking since the day I got it. It's a squeaker. It's a squeaker. It's an 8-year-old. Also, a good building unit as you get it from hunting. Same mod. Yeah, bone's true. It's because it's like the same as wood, but I think it was like unflammable. But it's still as weak as wood, so it's like, it's nice but not great. Obviously, it'd be insane if you combine that with like, oh, I should have used that with my zombie city mod list. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Because, you know, you get a lot of bones from dealing with all these zombies. No. Yes, no. Yes, no. No, yes, no. I don't know. But, yeah, build walls and stuff like that out of the bones of those zombies. Like, that's kind of, it's kind of cool, though. But, yeah. You have a solar or wind generator, but no batteries. This means you'll lose power every time the sun goes down or the wind calms. Build a battery, too, to guarantee sustained power. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting that research on. But yeah, man, I can't wait till Prepare Carefully gets updated. I can already see just all the amazing things that'll come with that, because that'll make, thanks to the global ID parameter thing, like, that's just, I'm sorry, I can't get over that. That's such a huge deal. That's such a huge deal. There is a way to get something similar to that before, because I've seen mods that are designed to recognize certain other mods, but it seemed like something that must be really, really tedious and difficult to set up. I have no idea how modders actually did it. All I know is that there was a way to set it up before, but now it's even easier. So I'm very happy about that. I am happy, Bob. Am happy. Stop laughing at me. I know I'm using funny English language, but that doesn't mean you get to mock me. Stupid animal. I'll eat you later. I'll eat you. I'm gonna wait. Your training's gonna reach 1 someday. Cassowary, by the way, I've already given up hope. The monkey and him are already at 3. I don't see him reaching. He tamed 3 alpacas and started training them, and yet he still hasn't quite gotten them up high enough. So yeah, I don't think I want them to be. Hold on, are any of these animals actually capable of anything else yet? Yeah, one of them. The first one is actually able to guard me now. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I had at least one of them trained. But yeah, for now I'll definitely have the cassowary taken care of. We'll take good care of that cassowary. Yes, give me the food. I was about to say, man, you're butchering the wrong animal. Fine, whatever. You want to butcher that one? You go right on ahead. And hey, you're just gonna you're not even gonna bother butchering this guy right next to your other animals. Okay, sure. And better beauty. Yes, also get from people. Yeah, bones from people. Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe it doesn't work with the zombies mod, because zombies are treated a bit differently. They're it's like they're at a weird cross between animals and pawns. So it's just a bit odd. Just a wee bit. But I was thinking, because normally you use with the Zombie City mod, right? They have you can gain a zombie vial, let's just call it, as like a capsule, a little capsule with every slain zombie, and then you can take those capsules and make what is it? You can make a cure. You can make a cure out of that. Wild woman wanders in. Onisan. There's always an Onisan. Like every RimWorld playthrough. Ever. Anything that lasts more than 2 years, there's always somebody in that joins named Onisan. Oh, that would be awesome if we get her. Can't do medicine, but that 12 in social would be fantastic. And a 4 with burning passion for crafting. And she loves construction, and she loves to fight. And she can actually do research. I would love to be able to grab her, but Gil... Wait! Are you thinking what I'm thinking, people? That reminds me, there was another wild woman that wandered in at some point. I wonder if she's still around. No, I think she either got killed by an animal or wandered off the map. Which reminds me, there are dangerous animals around still. Actually, just the panther. How's the panther doing? What did you try to kill? You tried to kill a tortoise. Yeah, your mistake, buddy. Now you got bites on your legs. Now's the perfect time, though, to take care of you, huh? Yeah, your moving speed is a lot slower now. So Gil ought to be able to take good care of you. We finally got the cassowary taken care of. That's awesome. And now we got enough that we can build another bed. The last bed, I think, out of bird skin. You don't have enough bird skin. Go buy more at the grocery store. Okay, Boomer. Come on. There you go. You should go. No, you're going to cook more. I mean, I guess. I guess, if you really feel like we need it. Yay, fish has arrived. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? Wall lights was updated. Ooh, wall lights got updated? Oh, that's a nice one. I like that mod. I think I already had that one installed, so I should be able to see it in my mod list. But yes, please get all this hunting done. We got so much to do. So much training, man. So much. There you go. I think we're gonna have to slaughter this monkey, though. Mad monkey. Was it our monkey? No, just a random. I'm crazy now. I'm gonna eat your brains. You know how some people in some countries eat my people's brains? Well, we're gonna come and eat your brains now. Show you how it feels. Alright, well, I can't really have him just stay indoors with this monkey around. Let's come out and take care of it. Anything special about it that I need to worry about? No, nothing really. Ooh, let's have him back up a couple spaces. There we go. So I want it to be above this so that the monkey has pretty much, yeah, has to come out in the open. You can't just like cheese this and get a few extra seconds. Alright, get it. One shot. Hey! Exactly what I wanted. Left hand. Ooh, and his whole arm. Shot off his entire hand. That's crazy. Are you moving slower now? Yeah, quite a bit. Alright. Back up. I can do this. I can dance with you like this all day, buddy. I'm also going to increase the zone area for the animals, just so they have more places to eat. But yeah, see, I pretty much just want this area up here to only be for them. Uh-oh. Hold on. Go in here. How is it keeping up with you? What is your movement speed? 3.84. Yeah, no wonder you're struggling. Why are you... What's wrong with you? Your moving's at 100. I've seen your moving go as high as 4.8. What is up with you, dude? It's like there's a random fluctuation sometimes. Sometimes they just want to move quickly, and sometimes they just don't. There we go. Alright. Yeah, now take the shot. Get it? Ooh, missed. Come on. There you go. Boom. Now you need some barrels for your monkeys. Indeed. Shooting monkeys in a barrel. Barrels. What's slowed my game down? What's going on? Oh, is it eating the meal? Yeah, that's a perfectly rational response, you know. Personally, I do that all the time, you know. I have to slow it down just so I can really closely watch my man Gil here eating his monkey meat. Yeah. And sleep. I really need to get to that panther, though, before it gets to my lady. It's already healed. How fast do you move now? Ooh, that's... Actually, I don't think that's worth risking it. I want to wait till it actually gets injured before I schedule it. And then I'll need to be quick. I'll need to be quick. That panther healed up too fast. That was like, what, a day? Maybe a day and a half. Ooh, these are ready to harvest. Maybe I need to make you... Real quick, let's make you one on plant cutting real quick. Just so you know, get all this stuff done. And then we'll make growing a one as well. Yeah, we're getting to a point now where we're starting to get a pretty serious surplus of food. Excuse me, jeez Louise. I was wrong to have expanded the corn out this much. That's a bit silly. We don't need that much corn. It's really all the hunting. That's what all this is. But hey, at least I'm doing really well on food. I mean, you know, can't complain about that. And the cooling is... it's good enough. It's good enough. It really helps to keep the stuff from spoiling, but it's still... It's good enough, but not quite. Not quite. Anything I can do to fix it? No, not really. Not really. It would be nice. Wait, hold on. 40 steel for a waterproof conduit? Are you kidding me? At least let me, like, wrap it up in leathers or something instead. What is this? Or rubber. Yeah, rubber. Why is rubber not in RimWorld? That needs to be a thing. Rubber. Fish is ready to be tamed. She's ready. She wants to be tamed. She's out there waiting for her knight in shining armor to come and slay the dragon, and then, you know, rescue her. Where is she anyways? Where'd she go? Oni-san. Oni-chan. Oh, that's right. They don't care about wild people, which is so weird. They'll get crazy and freak out if any other animal comes near, but they don't mind if it's a wild human. Mad cassowary. Oh, beautiful. Oh, lovely. We're dead. Where are you? Sowing rice? No, stop sowing. Stop sowing. Your grandparents never taught you knitting for a reason. That thing is coming very quick. As soon as it gets in range. Yeah, see, I love this. Now we can use the water. Come on. Beautiful. We might be able to kill it before it even reaches the land. Come on. What is this, buddy? What's your chance? Your chance is pretty high. Come on. You gotta get it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. One-shot Gil. You've heard of One Punch Man. Now get ready for One-shot Gil. I need to make animals able to be buried in here now, by the way. This is kind of dumb. I don't know why I built this out here. I don't know why I've left it, I mean. Now haul it. There you go. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to keep it at 1x speed for right now. Her knight in shining gill, yes. Her knight in shining gills. Lovely. Oh man, I have such a weird love-hate relationship with lattes. I don't know what it is, man. It's really just the fact that they put syrup in it, but at the same time, it's like I love the taste and hate it at the same time. It's like it tastes like it tastes like it's going to destroy my body, but it doesn't even feel good. And yeah, at the same time, there is something in the taste that I like. Probably just the sugar. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna die though. Raid. Ergo the Stone. Hey, I sent your people back. Come on, man. Be cool, man. Be cool. He's attacking immediately, I think it said. Let's see. Or did it say he's preparing? I can look at this real quick and find out. Wrong button. We'll prepare for a while. Okay. That's fine. Do you even have you have a bow? You think you're gonna beat my man Gil with a bow? Think again, my friend. You're going to the exact same place where your last buddy died, by the way. Just want to, point that out to you, make it ever so apparent. Whoa. Okay. That aggro, though. He's salty. He's coming. Uh-oh. Let's see if by backing up it helps him back up. As soon as he does, we'll start firing again. He's almost in range of us, by the way. Just keep backing up, Gil. Oh. Now's the chance. Now, fire. Fire. Yeah, there we go. Does that turn him around? No. Really? You don't turn around after getting shot like that and pursue your offender? I love how it's just a few step difference between... Come on. Oh, just barely. You just barely escaped my wrath. Damn it. Come on. A little closer. How is he not turning... Oh, now he turns around. Now I'm dangerous. Yeah, that's how this works. I forgot that he has a bow, and he's probably ready to shoot me now. Yep, he is. No. Wait, what is your shooting stat at? Oh, 5 with a burning passion. I wish I could just capture you. I wish I could capture and keep you, but I can't. I just can't. Yeah, I should be out of range now, right? Yeah, how does it make you feel that I can shoot you from outside your range? Behold the power of my rifle. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna come get closer? You're gonna step out of cover? Well, you made a big old mistake. You made probably the biggest mistake of your life. You're dying in 3 hours. I'm going to bed. Are you seriously gonna eat in the middle of this? Are you? He's actually just gonna let you do it. Or is he? Or is he? Is he actually gonna? Looks like he's just gonna let me do it. He's just gonna let me go. I've always preferred T. Yeah, I like T. Run and gun needs updated. Oh yeah, run and gun was nice. I like that you can have the option to have people shoot when they're running, and then your enemies can do it too. So it's pretty fair, pretty balanced. At the same time, it lowers your accuracy while you're running. So it's like, it's great from a defensive and in a. It makes defense a lot better. Plague. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't want to waste. We don't even have medicine. We don't even have medicine. I can't really save you from the plague. Unless Gil does a fantastic job tending you, you're not even going to go to bed on command, I just realized. Yeah, these creatures are so dumb, they won't just go to bed so I can tame them, so I can heal them. They won't let you do it. He's not going to bed. He's just going to keep walking around. I can't force him to go to bed. So, slaughter time. You're dead. Hold on. Fine. Take care of what you need to take care of, but he's dead. Dadgummit. Which one was this one, by the way? It was one of our females. Are you mad? Okay, no. You're just coming inside to rest. I had this nightmarish thought that my own animals are just gonna turn on me like, you killed one of our own! And they just come around and group around Gil and just start chomping away at him. It's a nightmare. Can you imagine that? Ugh. Scary. Animals are scary, man. I don't like animals. I mean, I love animals, but I don't like animals. 63 camel hide, 55 bird skin, and 45 light leather. I could make a light leather bed, but I think we'll be fine after these two are built. Why are you not butchering? Cooking is pretty high up on your list of things to do, buddy. I guess, yeah, you know what? You get your recreation done. Relax. Relax for a minute. It's fair, you've earned it. You've earned the right to relax. I kind of wish that you had, what's the word? An entire day recreation satisfied buff. It's just I got to have some nice time to relax today, Just it wouldn't have to be very large. It should just be like a 3. It makes sense, right? You just have kind of a feel good. I got to relax. I get to feel well rested. That's what it is. I feel well rested. I slept good. If you get your sleep up to maybe up to a certain point, maybe past 75, and your recreation all the way up like this, it's like you get a well rested buff. That would be nice. It would be nice to have that, but no. That's not allowed. That's illegal. Oh, get out of here. You're chilly. You can handle -2 degrees Celsius, but you can't handle being in the freezer for 5 seconds. Sure, whatever. I can't handle -2 degrees Celsius, let me tell you. I'm a strong guy. This thing stole my flab. I can survive the worst weathers. Uh-oh. 2 of my viewers dropped. No! Where'd you go? Come back! It dropped from 4 concurrent viewers to 2. No! Oh, it jumped back up again. Hi. I dropped again. What's going on? It jumped up and it dropped again. I'm dying here. Please, I'm trying to grow as a YouTuber. Please. Allow this to happen to me. Yeah, run and gun being updated. I love run and gun. Come on, get him. There we go. Come on, bring it in. You still haven't harvested the ambrosia, by the way. How long do these last before they start, you know, dying? What happened to you? You like... It looked like you shrank. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. I just realized I killed our last alpaca. I could have just tamed it. If it was a female, I could have just tamed it. Now we'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know if I ever had the chance. Ooh. There we go. Then once we unlock the batteries, we can just go like that. What happened to the music? Okay, it just changed tracks. That scared me. I've never had... RimWorld always seemed like such a seamless transition from soundtrack to soundtrack to me. I've never had it be so brash before. That shocked me. Yep. Oh, poor Fleeby, friend of Fleeby. Yeah, Crab. Oh no, the friend. His friend, the Fleeby. Poor Fleeby died. I couldn't save her, man. Even if I did... Even if I could have, there's that raider that we just got hit with, or was it 2 raiders? They would have shredded my base while I was gone. Killed all my animals, stolen all my items, broke down all my doors, burned all my crops. Like, no. I can't go out and rescue. I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't. Where's the wild woman at? I don't know. Oh, wait. You can smooth the walls for better beauty. Yeah, I know. I did that before. I'm mostly concerned about that with the bedroom, because you get a buff if your bedroom is nice. See, right now he has a decent, so it's not really... Well, yeah, it is a +2. And of course that'll be even better if I manage to keep it clean and remove things that make it ugly, like the steel. I'm pretty sure this makes it ugly. Yeah, beauty -4. Get that out of here. Gross. Disgusting. But yeah. Just as long as I keep it... As long as I keep the dirty at 0 and keep that steel out of here, like, this is actually a pretty decent bedroom. Pretty decent. And that's all I'm concerned about, because you get a permanent buff just for having that. I could probably wall this area in too and just like have it be treated as a dining area, and then maybe smooth this out as well and make it nice. But I don't know. Again, it's just one guy, and I'm doing pretty fine with this mood. You know, I only really struggle whenever something happens that messes with it, like a psychic drone or a raid that comes and interrupts everything and messes with his sleep schedule and. Stuff. Speaking of stuff. I feel like I'm drinking ooze, which is weird. I think that's why I don't like it. It just tastes like I'm drinking ooze or slime, even though it's really just coffee with milk and then just some syrup. Some flavor syrup. Maybe I just have to go light on it. Maybe that's all I have to do. Just go light on it, just like one pump instead of the recommended amount. Because for a normal McDonald's cup of coffee, right? You put in it's because I work there, so this is how I know this. It's 4 for a small, 4 pumps of flavoring for a small, 5 for a medium, which is this, and 6 for a large. I put in 5 in this. I mixed caramel and hazelnut together. And that's why I say I'm in a love-hate relationship with it, because I love the flavor, and yet I hate that thick goopiness to it. Makes it feel like it's killing me. Huh. Apparently, I start talking smack about McDonald's, and that's when my concurrent viewers jumps from 2 back to 4 again, huh? Alright, if you guys want me to, I'll keep talking smack about my job. But what do you guys want? You guys want me to tell you stories? I don't know. I could tell you a couple stories about my job, I guess. But I should be worried. I don't know. What if one of my managers sees this and then I get in trouble? I don't know. Because there are some stories that are not the most pleasant. I'm gonna be real. Not everything is pretty. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Like, for whatever reason, corporations insist that they have to like pretend to appear to everybody. I swear, corporations are like China. Like they're not allowed to admit that they had the coronavirus hit them. No. We're gonna hide it, and we're gonna change what's legally defined as. Ooh, I'm getting into that realm again. Well, Judge Someone is coming out. Nope. Save it. I have to, man. I have to. I'll trigger somebody. Watch out, the Kool-Aid man might come through your wall and yell, "Oh yeah." That would be awesome, though. I'll drink the Kool-Aid man. He'll be gone. We seriously got an Agrolux growing here? These things die in the sunlight, so it's just really funny that one is growing right here within inches of where the light touches. I know mushrooms do that all the time in real life. It's such a weird thing to me. Dude, I really need to get you back on planting. I had you do way too much hunting, man. I am so sorry, Gil. I need to get you taking proper care of our crops. I mean, after you take care of yourself, obviously. You're literally the only one around, so technically you're the most important at all times. And our animals. And then the crops. Speaking of animals, how is it's now level 4. How's the monkey? 3, he's still only 3 out of 5. We might be able to get there. We might be able to, just maybe. And if that happens, I mean, we'll be doing pretty well. You know what? It'll only be plant cutting. We'll leave growing off for now because I really want him to go take care of his animals. Yeah, go harvest that ambrosia bush. Yes, please. I don't want to. Yeah, it's like it's dropping now. So it's like they go from ready to harvest and they start faltering. That's really weird. I didn't know ambrosia did that. And now we're having an eclipse, so our crops don't grow anymore. Hold on, hold this back, please. I don't want to see any of this stuff get destroyed. You missed somebody. There you go. Good boy. Drop it. Okay. Taking rice. Yeah, please, do the training. Yes. How much did that give you, by the way? So it gave you about 150, I'll say. Wait. Does it just kind of randomly jump up and down? What was that? I saw it just jump up a little. Yeah. Okay, so every time you have like a little interaction, it goes up a little bit. That's interesting. I didn't know it worked like that. I thought it was more like surgery or doctoring, where it's like once you actually complete the act of healing a wound or a surgery or whatever, that's when you gain experience. Because it judges how much XP you gain based on whether or not you succeed or fail and stuff like that. So I kind of figured it would be the same way with animals. Yes, please take care of our pets. And then once you're done with that, where'd the ambrosia go? Please put this in our fridge so that I can forbid it until like extreme circumstances. How much are these worth, by the way? I gotta know. How much are you worth? Not very much, actually. $15 is not anything crazy. Like, this is not, like, okay, it's a lot better than that. What's a better example? Corn? No, definitely not corn. I don't know. Monkey meat. Is monkey meat better? $2? No, it's the same. Bird meat. Come on, bird meat. It's gotta be worth. No. Who doesn't like bird meat? It's basically chicken. That's what bird meat is. Bird meat is chicken. All bird meat. I like how this is eventually dictated. They're like, okay, yeah, this is actually a workshop. Just a building that has everything crammed into it all at once. Yeah, this is a workshop. That's what this is. Okay. If you want to call it that. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just going to say this may not be what you say it is. Watch out. Oh, wait. Everything the light touches will be yours one day. It already is. Technically. Yeah, relations... No. Yeah, relations... Natural tendency to reach negative 80 over time. Yeah, because it is... Yeah, they started out hostile with us, so obviously that's going to just naturally keep on going down. That's interesting, though. I didn't know it was like that. It'll fall by 0.2 per day. If goodwill is under negative 100, it will rise by 0.2 per day. Interesting. And yeah, so these guys are stuck permanent at negative 100, and it'll just keep on getting worse and worse. But there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I can't just send them a bunch of money. No thank you, I'm not that kind of guy. This animal can learn to consider itself a member of your colony. You know, maybe, someday. I'm trying to think of a good story from my work to tell you guys about, because what's one that I can tell you about that probably won't get me into any trouble? I'll probably tell you about some of my coworkers. I like my coworkers. They're, every now and then there's a couple of them that I sometimes get kind of spiffy with, you know, because they're people. It's all gonna be the same. Some people you like more than others, yada yada yada. But I'm not gonna give anyone like a rating from top to bottom or anything like that. I'll just say that I like most of them, and I'll just point out a couple of people not a couple people. I'll point out a couple stories. If you're one of my coworkers though and you're watching this, hi, hello. I may be talking about you, maybe not. Who knows? Let's see. I'll start by one guy. He's a grill guy. Super good at it. He's a Native American dude. Super chill. Very funny guy. Loves humor. He dies pretty much every day. He dies from laughter like every day at work. Somebody will tell a joke, and he'll just break down in laughter. He loves comedy, and yeah, that's how we all remember him. It's just that guy who loves comedy. That's all he does all the time. He loves pulling little pranks too. He's got this one that he keeps doing with me. It's kind of a back and forth thing we got going on. A lot of McDonald's, packaging for food items and stuff like that comes in a lot of plastic wrap. And whenever it's the kind of wrap that you can easily form it up into like a little air bubble and then pop it. And so that's what he does all the time whenever he's messing with the trash, trying to take it out and stuff like that. He'll always do that with some of the plastic wrap. And he'll always sneak up behind me, and then he'll make the biggest, strongest air bubble he can and pop it right behind me, and I'll jump up like that and I'll yell, "Damn it!" Yeah, it gets me every time. While Mom is partying with the bugs. Yeah, she is. Oni-san is partying with the bugs. She's a bug woman. She's awesome though. Look at those stats. Look at those stats. She's psychically sensitive, teetotaler, which isn't the worst thing, and a night owl. I don't have a problem with any of those traits. Hey Sarah, I'll take her. He's chemically sensitive as well. Has a fast walker and a great memory, which is why I'm able to get his skills up so high. Because he's just really good at remembering things. I do not have great memory. Fun fact, my memory sucks. Just ask my coworkers. That reminds me of another one. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a pretty cool dude. Loves One Punch Man. He watches it like all the time, or at least I assume he does. I don't know. Cause like the last couple of times I noticed what he was watching on his phone was One Punch Man. Cause sometimes we get surprisingly slow enough. He works on the line, very good at it. He's very good at his job. I got nothing but positive elements to say about him as far as that goes. But that being said, he is a very cynical guy. He loves to be sarcastic. He is extremely fluent with it. Sometimes it's to the point where I can't tell if he's trying to like throw out an insult or if he's just saying what's on his mind, or if he's just like literally everything is sarcasm and he's just, you know, just goofing around. He's at that level. That's the thing with being sarcastic all the time. As much as I love sarcasm, man, it is kind of hard to read sometimes. I can't blame anybody for getting upset, at least every now and then, whenever they just don't understand that oops, I was being sarcastic, my bad. You know, it happens. Life goes on. The bugs worship fish. Yeah, the bugs worship the fish. They do indeed. Maybe we should stop telling work stories. It's unrelated. The bugs worship fish, yeah. Boy, sometimes though my coworkers get on my nerves. There's this one guy who is like really obsessed with rap, like really obsessed with it. He listens to it constantly, and it's funny because like he's such a weird character. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to describe him, but I just really can't. The best thing I can think of to describe him as is just he really loves rap. That's just kind of how I know him. I don't really know that much else about him, but he's kind of a living meme in his own way, where it's like he takes himself way too seriously, and so there's just kind of a meminess to him about it, just for that reason. But it's because of that he's very pessimistic. He gets very, what's the word? Not defensive. He's just very much almost like he's on the attack all the time. Like he really can't stand stupidity or incompetence. He kind of has that kind of characteristic about him. He's just very serious all the time. And so he just flat out refuses to tolerate things that he perceives to be dumb. So he and I butt heads all the time because obviously I'm a very stupid man. No, but seriously though, whenever I was first working there, I remember I was still learning everything, right? And even though I'd worked in fast food before, it was my first time working at McDonald's specifically. So there's a lot of things that they did there that was a bit different from what I'm used to. And of course, there's still the learning of muscle memory associated with all those different tasks that I was doing. So there were still some places where I was like, oh, I have cognitive dissonance here. I need to work this out. You know, or I was trained wrong on this. It's actually this, or, you know, just things like that. He would just. It always came across to me as condescension because it's kind of how I'm raised. I'm one of those like I really can't stand authority kinds of people. So whenever I detect any kind of condescension in people, I'm always immediately on edge with them, and that's how he came across to be, is just kind of like condescendent. So I eventually I got to the point where I was good. Like I let it slide at first, right? Because I was still learning, and I could obviously tell that he was just the kind of guy who just hated that. But eventually, after about a month passed, it got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I'm not taking this from this guy anymore. So he would just like say something. I would go, I wasn't asking for your opinion, or you know, I'd tell him to F off or whatever, you know. Eventually it got to that point, and they stopped. So I'd say we're on neutral terms. We're on neutral terms. I don't hate the guy. I don't have anything against him. It's just there's certain things about him that tick me off. Certain things about me that tick him off. Life goes on. Whatever. You forgot my McFlurry and supersized fries. Oh yeah. Oh boy, customers. Oh my goodness, people. I got taken off the window because people just people just can't stand. I was gonna say people can't stand me. You can tell by my sub count. People just can't stand me now. Oh my goodness. I've got stories to tell, man. Stories upon stories upon stories. Because I've always been the guy, the low tier working class fellow, you know. It's mostly my fault because I could have gone to college, and I did go to college actually for a while, but I've decided to stop. I'm no longer interested in college. It no longer has that hold on me that it did before, where it just felt like the only way I was going to be able to make it in life was by going through college. But then I started doing research, started reading some studies, and I'm no longer invested in college anymore. So I'm basically in the working class, trying to build myself up to the point where maybe I can start a business at some point, something like that. But I want to clear out my student loans first because I have a lot. What was it? What was I going? I don't even remember. Customers. Oh my goodness. One of them was when I was working for Pizza Hut in Texas. I was working there as I was still the CSR at the time. I later on became their cook, and then eventually I became a pretty decent cook, pretty solid all around cook. The only thing I really was bad at there was putting pepperoni on pizza. That's something I've always had a rough time with, is dealing with things that stick to each other really bad and aren't easy to separate. And pepperoni, man, if you made pizza, you know, like imagine taking your pepperoni out of the fridge and then basically leaving it sitting on the counter for maybe 30 minutes, you know, just long enough that it starts to get kind of sweaty. You know, not bad enough that you have to dispose of it. It's still perfectly good, perfectly delicious pepperoni, but just kind of hard to work with. And when it gets in that sweaty state, man, you just cannot peel them apart, and they just do not. It does not want to work with you, causes you problems. If you can't have fun at work, then you're not enjoying life, right? Exactly. And sometimes at work you really can't, depending on what kind of context you're in. If you're dealing with customers, you literally can't have fun. If you start having fun with customers, you've done something wrong. Because they will get offended by something you say, and then they'll go and yell at your managers, and they'll get their like boyfriends or girlfriends to join them, or their family, and they'll just all collectively come down to your manager, and then they'll punish you. They'll just the corporation that's their response. That's the corporate response now, and then people wonder why nobody wants to work with customers. All these corporations, all these managers end up wondering to themselves, I wonder why we don't have people that are willing to handle the back window or dealing with the cash register up front. You know, it's like, makes you wonder. And that's the reason why. Nobody can tolerate the intolerance of the customers. Nobody wants to. And that's just because, for whatever reason, the managers always take them very, very seriously. Like, really seriously. I remember being told by my GM, because he got upset with me over a customer being offended. I'm not going to go into details of the story, but what he basically told me? He told me that the reason that he was so upset with me, to the point that he took me off of the back window, because I used to work at the drive-through section, just taking your orders and just cashing you out. But basically what he told me was, it's not because he saw me as doing anything wrong. It's because he's afraid that the customer will go on Twitter and leave a rant about how evil McDonald's is because of something that one of their employees said to them. And then all the people liking, and then that exploding upwards, and then people just stop going. That's what they're worried about. And I think it's such I think it's such a dumb thing to be worried about. I really do. But for whatever reason, and I largely just blame Twitter for it. Twitter has built itself such a huge culture of just really harsh negativity, and it kind of mixes in with almost like a narcissism at the same time. I can't think of anything positive to say about Twitter. Twitter is just an awful place. That's why I don't even use my Twitter. I have a Twitter. I set it up a while back because I thought it would be a good idea to help me reach out to more subscribers. And then Twitter removed me because they literally told me this when I checked my emails and finally did some digging into getting my account back. They literally thought I was a Russian bot. I'm not kidding. They thought that because I was using a YouTube integrated feature that allows you to automatically publish everything you do on your YouTube, on your personal YouTube account to your Twitter. So it lets your fans know of stuff that you've been doing. So if you clicked like on a Twitter, well, that's now a Twitter. If you clicked a like on YouTube, that's now a Twitter post. If you uploaded a video, that's now a Twitter post. If you left a comment, I think leaving a comment will also make a Twitter post. And I think the final thing was whenever you subscribe to somebody. I'm not sure about the last two, but it caused a lot of posts, and so I see why Twitter felt this way, but they didn't just reach out to me first and say, hey man, you're a real account, right? They just immediately like banned me without any forethought to it. And for a while now, I thought it was because somebody flagged like one of my posts or something, because Twitter didn't actually tell me. It wasn't until I tried to get my account back that Twitter told me, by the way, we actually thought you were a Russian bot. That's why we deleted you. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. What, can no one have a sense of humor anymore? Yeah, there's a thing that's going around where people are saying like comedy is dead. I think it was the actor that played in the new Joker movie that came out. He said that he believes that comedy is dead, and there's a lot of pushback against that, like on Twitter, just from all the blue checkmark peoples on Twitter. Not all of them. I shouldn't throw around such massive generalizations, but yeah, let's say I'm digging into the judge someone now. This is another part of my personality. I can't quite completely separate the jaw someone from the judge someone, because they're two sides of the same half. I got the whole yin and yang thing going on. The jaw someone is supposed to be the super friendly guy that just wants to sit down, have a game, have a good laugh. And then the judge someone is like the super serious, I'm going to delve into what is at the heart of what's wrong with this and this, and how do we actually solve this and this. And obviously, I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. I can't keep up. I tried keeping up just the Jocelyn one for the longest time, and it's so weird. There's something about it. There's something that it just kind of eats away at you. When you're purposefully holding yourself back from thinking about or talking about amongst friends or family the things that really matter. In the Bible, it's called the power of confession, right? Because confession isn't just something concerning sins; it's also concerning things like opinions and ideas. Yeah. Now I delved into religion. Now, watch my sub count dropping. Oh, they're dropping like flies. Cassowary is self-tamed. You're gonna be executed. I'm sorry. There's no way. Oni-san, what happened? A mega spider finally attacked you. Why? No, Nissan. You were gonna be a fish. You were gonna be my fish. The fish with my man Gil. Oh, we have to save her. Why did a mega scarab attack her? I didn't even know. And you have major food poisoning. Is that why? Because you had major food poisoning? I don't know. We got to rescue her, guys. We got to do it. We have to risk it. If this kills Gil, I'm serious. If this kills Gil, Fire Ninja, you're gonna take the blame, Fire Ninja. You're gonna take the blame. It's gonna be your fault. I should stop spitting at her. Goodness gracious. My mother, she's fine. Unless it attacks her again. Will they? She's fine. She's just gonna get up, bandage it, and get right back to business. Really? I think it's funny how even though she's incapable of medical, because she's a wild woman, she's able to do that now. I don't know if you guys saw, I think it was my first live stream, but that's what happened to my guy. Is he, as a mental break, he went out and became a wild man. And I'm just like, really? Now you're tending to your wounds? That was all I wanted you to do before you had your mental break. Like, if he had just tended to his wounds, he would have been fine. But no, he went on a mental break and said, no, I'm a wild man now. Oh, now I'll tend my wounds. It was just so dumb. Well, it wasn't that he was going to tend to his wounds. It was I had someone else that... No, I didn't have someone else. No, they died in that same fight. That's right. So I couldn't end. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. I told you guys I have a terrible memory. You can't die, fish. Cards Against Humanity is fun. I love Cards Against Humanity. I love Cards Against Humanity. I'm thinking about getting another game that's kind of similar in style to it. It's made by Cyanide and Happiness. I'm thinking about getting it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It's so weird. It's like dark humor is in kind of a weird place in today's time where it has to be. It's almost like it has to be extremely blatant in order for it to be a joke now, which is really weird. It really is. It's like they care more about the shock value than about it actually being actually sticking to the true nature of dark humor, which is that it's simply a dark and kind of disturbing subject. But now it's like you're supposed to find the shock factor about it funny, and sometimes it works, but an unusual heat wave. Yeah, I know. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. He'll be fine. My man here. We've got 40 wood. We can turn this back on. That's another thing. That was why I picked out this cave, because if it gets cool out, actually indoors it's only 19 degrees. We can leave that off for now. But as I was saying, yeah, that was why I picked out this cave initially, because I was like, yeah, this is kind of a warm temperate climate. We're probably going to be killed off with heat wave most likely. Caves are coded specifically into RimWorld to be just like caves in real life, where they don't build up in temperature as badly. So they're the perfect place. They're the perfect place to keep yourself cool. So they're awesome. You should stream a Cards Against Humanity game. I actually don't own a copy of it. I probably ought to get that before I get anything else. As far as, you know, Cards Against Humanity style card games go. Personally though, I can't speak when I want to speak. As I was saying though, what was I saying even? Something about, yeah, there's an online website for Cards Against Humanity, and that I think is what I'll just end up doing. I like that one. It works just fine, and I can get together with I have a lot of friends who are online and live in, say, Europe, and you know, just people who live far away from me in general, and it's just much easier to come together that way and maybe hook up on Discord and chat about life, chat about death, chat about the meaning of life and death, you know, normal stuff. Yeah, all hail Fish, who got injured again. What is wrong with you, Fish? Also, how are you not getting diseases from all these wounds? Seriously, if that were me with going around with those festering wounds for as long as I had, I would have immediately just been like, yeah, you have a disease now. You're gonna die. Sorry, you don't have medicine. Too bad. You should have healed faster. RimWorld. Yeah, there is an online thing for it. I can't remember the name exactly of the website, but I have it saved, I think, on here. I have it as one of my bookmarks. If I can find it here. Yeah, Pretend You're XYZZY. That's the name of it. Gaming is always fun. It is always fun. Except when it's not. And that's when you guys enjoy it the most. But there you go. There's a link to it. If you want to bookmark that for yourself. Pretend You're XYZZY. I hear there's like an even better one out there somewhere. I think I saw Markiplier get on that one with some buddies. I'm not certain though. Don't take my word on that. But because it may be something that you like actually buy on, say, Steam or something. Wild Man Wanders In. He's called whatever that name is. Chakra. His name is Chakra. Also incapable of social fighting. What is with this playthrough and getting so many people incapable of firefighting? This is our third guy. We have our man Gil, then we have a guy that joined us, which was I think the guy that is in this grave here, incapable, and now he is. Stop laughing at me, monkeys. I'll have you executed. Good thing he's a misandrist. I was just thinking to myself, man, dude, if I recruited him, what if he came after my girl? What if he came after Fish? The ultimate combo. We could call him Fins. What do you think about that? We can call him Fins if we manage to get our hands on him. So we have Gil, Fish, Fins. I don't think I'll make the animals a part of it. You know something, Fire Ninja? I just realized why you've been going at me so hard with the with the fish memes here. I'm literally a shark. It never comes to my mind, like hardly ever. I guess it's just because it always seemed to me so cheesy to, you know, just go with like fish puns. You know, I don't know. Always seemed to me like such a stereotypical YouTuber thing that I've just always been like, no, I'm not doing fish puns. I don't care that I'm called the Jaws and one of my icon is a shark. No, I'm not doing fish puns. Every time it ever came to my mind. At least you don't get snow and ice. It's hard to go out. And you're in Canada? Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, out here we got snowed. We got snowed pretty seriously a few weeks ago. I was I had just got, my sister had just come back because she was on a trip to Texas because she wants to become an, I really need to just, there we go, clear my throat. She wants to become an EMT. That's kind of like her dream job. So she was going down to Texas to, I'm too far hydrated. This is my problem. No. She wants to become an ENT, so she was having to go to like some kind of basically a trade school, I guess, for that over in Texas. And she just came back, and we got hit with like a massive, not massive, we got hit with some pretty deep snow. It's pretty punny, indeed. Puns are indeed punny. I shall punish thee with my puns. I have over 556 blocks. Jeez. You know what? This is something I can do. This is a lot easier for me to do too, because they're literal structures. Where are they built? Where are they found? Miscellaneous? Why don't I just build these? Why don't I just build a couple of these for that? Oh, I don't even have enough. Well, never mind. I can build a large one, but they're not quite as good looking. So these are beauty 15, and they're about the same size. So that's like what, roughly a 3x3? This is a 2 by, okay. So I guess these are kind of better. Or that is kind of better, but this is 30 beauty. I think it takes up less space when you compare the two for the same amount of beauty. You know, 15 beauty over covering 8 spaces versus 9 spaces for, you know. Okay, I guess 2 of these is better then, but whatever. Fine, I'll build these. Gosh. Why do you have to be so convincing? I don't even know where to build this thing. It feels like almost nowhere I can build this thing without it getting like hugely in my way. Okay, so there's that one. And I can build one out of marble. Marble is much prettier. Much more beautiful. But I can build this somewhere like, how about, no, that'll prevent mushroom growth. Right over there. I like how it randomly picks out a stele look. Or maybe it doesn't, maybe it bases it on your material. I don't know. Questions science still cannot answer. Top 10. Well, this is marble, and this is marble. No, it definitely picks out a random design. But yeah, alright. Soda will help with that. Grill sounds close to grilled then. You get fish. Grill sounds close to grilled. Gil sounds close to grilled. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if he dies, we'll say Gil has been grilled. Officially. We'll have to type grill in the chat if he dies. And that's how we'll go down. How long have I been staying up? Oh my goodness, it's 1 a.m. It is 1 a.m. I should not be staying up this late. But the views! But the views! It's the most important thing. The most important thing. I have work, but you have work tomorrow. See, I got the little angel and the devil on each of my shoulders. Like, you can get more views, but you have work tomorrow, so you should make sure you get a proper amount of sleep. But those views, man, those views are pretty nice. But seriously though, man, you need to go to bed. That's what I can stay on for maybe another 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see. We'll see. And then next stream, 4 a.m. for you, not Fire Ninja Day. Gum. Hopefully, for your sake, you don't have work tomorrow. Just show up at 8 a.m. Yeah, so I got no sleep last night. This random guy on the internet kept me up. It's his fault. So okay, I'll take one for the team, man. You can just tell him it's my fault. I won't judge. Well, I might judge a little bit. The judge someone would judge you, but I won't judge. You know, Jocelyn never judges, man. Jocelyn is cool. Okay, he don't judge nobody. Except when he gets drunk. Then you start hearing hell being raised by my incantations of evil. Thought I had ambrosia growing over here. What happened to it? Was it not over here? Was it somewhere else? No, maybe they died. Maybe they died. Yeah, probably because I didn't grab them. That's probably what it was. Because these are still here. These are still around, kicking. Ooh. Oh, they got on it. Give me a baby. Give me a baby fish. It's called having insomnia. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had insomnia before. Insomnia is rough. You can't sleep no matter what. No matter how much you want to. No matter how much you know you need it. No matter how many times you count sheep. No matter how long you close your eyes. No matter how many YouTube podcasts you listen to. You just can't go to sleep. But I like listening to podcasts though. When it comes to falling to sleep. I don't know, something about YouTubers with like a nice, calm, soothing voice. I wish I had that, but that would require that I speak from my chest all the time. And it's not easy. Not when I get excited. When I get excited, man. Or when my throat gets dry like it is right now. There we go. I'm used to sleeping 2 hours a day. And I did graveyard shifts for 10 years. Dadgum. 2 hours a day. I couldn't handle 2 hours a day of sleep. You must like take a lot of naps or something. I wouldn't be able to handle that. That shift would kill me. I've never actually worked a graveyard shift before. I've come very close to working graveyard shifts. Back when I was working at Pizza Hut. Back in Texas, because I lived on the outskirts of Austin. So I'm sure you can imagine just how busy it was to work there. But on top of that, the entire building, I know you can't really see it now, but the entire building was like roughly the shape of my office, plus, just roughly the shape of like this whole room I'm in, plus the room behind me. Yeah, just not a lot of room to work with. And again, I'm talking purely about the kitchen. Obviously, if you include like the front part of the store where customers come in and then that bathroom, it gets a little bit bigger, but that's roughly the amount of space we had to work with. And we were dealing with like upwards of 200 orders of pizza every day. And I'm sure you know how that gets with people. Sometimes people want to just order 10 pizzas because people are psychos. They don't call in 3 hours ahead of time to let us know so we can get ready for that. No, I want 10 pizzas and I want it now. Man, you people are crazy. I got such a love-hate relationship with you. On the one hand, you're the one that brings in the company money, which gives me a job. On the other hand, screw you. Oh, man. I worked at places like 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. That's not that bad. I fell asleep to golf. Oh, listen to people play golf. I've had insomnia since I was 15. I'm 32 now. Dang, since you were 15. I'm not sure how you deal with that, because for me, my insomnia is not really something you could get diagnosed for, right? Because I technically don't actually have it. It's sort of like an off and on thing, where, let's say I sleep 4 hours, right? And then I get either I woke up by choice, or like I scheduled waking up after 4 hours, or if just something shows up and I wake up. And this is pretty common in my family. We have a hard time just falling back to sleep after that. And then we'll end up wanting to take a nap like in the middle of the day. New quest became active. Steel longsword masterwork. There's a single man-hunting guinea pig and another unknown threat. This sounds like a great idea. I kind of want to do this one. Because it's just a man-hunting guinea pig, and if there is an unknown threat, like a human being with a gun or something, he may actually end up having to fight the guinea pig before I'll have to worry about him. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking. It's way over here. How far away is it? How long of a journey will that be? That's 3.11 days. I do want to see. I am more concerned about the monkey right now, but at the same time, this is how long left? 21 days. If I can't get the monkey, and I end up having to sacrifice the monkey, it's still at 3 out of 5. By the way, but if we end up being unable to get the monkey, I'll just execute him, and then we can go and do that. He's not even halfway through the animals yet, but we may be able to get the monkey though. And build the stallion. Yeah, there we go. That'll give you a massive mood boost, and like because the room will be so much prettier. How pretty is this room considered, by the way? Awful. Because it's dirty. Yeah. Because of all the animals. It's because of the animals. I do wish that that RimWorld offered like room mats or something like that, just something to help tone down on the dirtiness. I know that certain tiles, what's the word? Sterile tile actually helps out with the dirtiness a little bit, but that's it. Once I'm up, sometimes I get 4 to 6 hours, but mostly broken. Yeah, my biggest order was 20 pizzas for my D&D party with 9 friends. Daggum. Daggum. I never got to do a D&D party. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great time. I'm starting to build a collective of buddies, though. We were supposed to have had board game night tonight. We scheduled to have board game night and, you know, maybe some Magic the Gathering and stuff like that every Monday and Friday. But a lot of times we just don't meet up, either because we feel bad or because our group is still that small where it's like even if one of us leaves, it kind of just disbands the whole group. And it doesn't help that what would make our group 4 rarely ever even comes. And it's mostly just because he's only interested in Magic the Gathering. He doesn't really seem that interested in any of the board games, which sucks because the board games are awesome. We've been playing Disney Villainous, for example. Ooh, yeah, there is a doormat mod. Yeah, I loved that mod. But anyways, yeah. We would play Villainous, which is one thing that we love, the Disney Villainous board game. I know there's like kind of a stigma with the Disney board games. Apparently a lot of them are really crappy, a lot of them really suck. But this one, man, it's really good. It's actually really good. It's plenty of what's the word? It's plenty of strategy and just general fun with your buddies packed up into one night. Because it revolves around, you play as a villain, obviously, and your goal is completely individualistic. But how you operate with each other, you're completely independent from one another, yet at the same time you depend on each other in a weird way at the same time. Right? Let's say I'm gonna just sort of make up an example so that I don't have to spoil on what any of the actual characters are. I'll just pretend that you're a villain whose name is Jamal. And your goal is to slay a princess named Skyden. And your goal is to actually slay her, right? Which, of course, in the game they don't actually call it that. They call it, I think they just call it defeat, basically, or something along those lines. And because it's a Disney game, it's for kids, right? But Jamal, you have a board, and you're pretty much considered to be alone, except for the other players. Like, your goal is completely independent from everyone else, and your beating of the game is completely independent from everybody else. There probably is a way that you could work it around so that it's a one-player game. I could see Disney coming out with like a different Villainous board game that's designed to be single player. I could actually see them doing that because Villainous, has that kind of aesthetic to it. But basically, you and other players mess with each other with a thing called fates. That's how you interact with each other, is by casting fates on each other. And fates are just basically bad events, but sometimes those bad events relate to the goal of the character somehow. So this princess, right, she'd be technically considered an enemy or a hero in the game. And heroes actually are harmful to you unless they're related to your objective directly, right? So Jamal, he needs to get Skylar out on the board so he can slay her. Well, in order to get that, you need a player to cast a fate on you and then happen to draw the fate with her, and then have him actually choose to play it. So again, I really don't want to spoil you too much on the gameplay mechanics, but it's a lot of fun. I love it. An Oregon farm named Vive is crashing from any transport bot. If she survives, she'll be badly wounded. Not affiliated with any faction. So you said that last time, but then last time they didn't join me after I rescued them, and I tried to capture them, and then all of a sudden they were with a faction that was mad at me. Can you guess which faction? Can you guess which one? Can you guess which one? Yeah, these guys were mad at me because apparently they joined a faction or something. Even though the game said, right there in that same dialogue box, not a part of any faction. There it is. Gil, why don't you come on down here? Just come on down here, get ready to rescue. Don't laugh. It's not funny. Death in 7 hours. Oh, yeah. I mean, all you got is a stab in the neck, but at the same time... Oop, why am I... There you go. Rescuer! Now watch. Let me see. Does this really say... She's not a part of any group? You're kidding me. It's going to say she's a part of a group after I rescue her. I bet you. I guarantee it. I'm so mad after that last time. I swear it said there was no one. It's a good board game. Yeah, it is. Magic the Gathering. Oh, Magic the Gathering. No, Magic the Gathering is hell when you have goblins. Oh my goodness. I can't play it. What I do is I do a green-red. That's my main, is a green-red deck. Yeah, I love just beefing up my creatures and then having them slowly build up into just massive towering demons and just send them just crush. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, goblins, no. Mill decks though are even worse. I hate playing against a mill deck. I take one move and they're like, yeah, well, thanks to making that move, you just activated my trap card. You now discard your entire deck and instantly lose. Mill decks, man, I don't like them. It just seems like such a cheeky way to play the game compared to goblins. Goblins, at least, they offer you a fun little enemy that you can crush, that you can attempt to try and crush. Mildex is like you have to be ready, you have to be prepared in some way to deal with them. Otherwise, you can't. And I guess it's kind of true for goblins too, but I got a fun red-black goblin deck. Oh no, red and black. Oof. I remember I played with a pure black deck once. It was like a vampire deck. That game went super well. I play really well with a pure black vampire deck. Because it was just a deck that a buddy of mine let me borrow for my first Magic the Gathering game. I'm not joking. This was my first like official game of Magic the Gathering. And it was kind of their fault because they weren't taking me very seriously. But eventually I got to the point where I was just gaining like life leech constantly. And I wound up at like 50 health. We didn't find out whether or not I would actually have won. They were saying they would have beaten me, but I had cards in my hand that would have like helped. So But yeah, I also got a fun green elf deck. That sounds fun. I never really messed around with the elves very much. I'm not sure what their functionality is. I also like white decks. Those are pretty neat. White decks are pretty fun. You really struggling with heat? I guess it is kind of hot in here, huh? Alright, I guess it's time. We're still in the middle of a heat wave, so yeah. Gil, come. Gil, my son. Gil, my son. Danke, yo. Gil-san. But yeah. Filled with lots of +1/+1 to all Goblin Lords. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're ridiculous. Like I said, I played against them once before. That was just, Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! On the other hand, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was a god at Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when I played it back in, I was introduced to it in high school, around the same time that I was introduced to Magic. I had a buddy that I went to PE with, right? Now, I can't remember how we became friends. I legit don't remember. And I just sort of saw him sitting by himself and was like, hey man, what's your name? And we just sort of became buddies. He introduced me to Yu-Gi-Oh! And then later on, I came to join another group to play Magic. But that same buddy gave me my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. And now I did a lot of trading, and I bought a couple of card packs of my own, and I merged things in with it. And now the thing is a beast. Like, even though I lost some of the cards that went with it, long story, even though I lost some of the cards that made it so powerful originally, I still play against like other people who've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For longer than me, and they're still like, wow, holy guacamole. Yep, there we go, recovered and decided to leave. You're not gonna stay, huh? Not gonna stay? What if I break your legs first? Yeah, why don't you try to leave, huh? Why don't you try? We're currently massively wounded. I can just keep you prisoner here, Vive. I can just do it. You think you can stop me? I got a rifle. What do you got? What do you have? Oh, you have nothing. Why? Oh, that's guess gear. Yeah, you have nothing. You ain't got jack diddly do squat. But I can't recruit you, so I may as well just let you go. Gil, you're refusing to socialize because you're a bodyguard. This is another thing that always bothered me about the game. Even though it says specifically something like wardening disabled or doctoring visit sick people disabled, even though it says that specifically, it'll treat the entire social branch as being incapable of. So I couldn't let him trade, for example, which is just it's so dumb. It's bad design. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Till the Synchro summons came out. Yeah, Synchro is why I'm so OP. Pretty much. I mean, there's other things that I got in it that make it super strong too, but Synchro is the main form of XYZ or extra deck that I use. Oh man, yeah. I have in my Synchro deck I have the what? Oh, I have it right here. I forgot. I literally have it right here. My Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Yeah, because I decided to keep it here at the office just in case, like, just in case my buddies come over and they're like, actually, we feel like playing cards today. Yeah, let me see if I can pull it out here on stream for you guys. It's a pretty sick deck. It's pretty sick. I slay with this. I slay with this thing. The one thing I don't slay is the ladies. It keeps my virginity intact, which is nice. You know, as a man who wants to save himself for marriage, you know. Where did my extra deck go? Where is it? Why can't I find you? Did they steal it? No, okay, it's right here. I'll just show you the extra deck, because right now it would kind of mess up the order of cards if I pull out the whole deck. There we go. So my main used Synchro Summon is a guy called Stygian Sergeants. Stygian Sergeants. All you need to know about him is he has 2200 attack and his effect. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, it can gain 800 attack until end of the battle phase, and can attack once again in a row. I love this little card. I've played it in multiplayer matches, right? And I'll combine it with other cards that, just your typical stuff like Dust Tornado. You know, if somebody tries to counter his attack, I can just be like, nope, it's destroyed. Basically that kind of deck. And my deck became officially known in high school as the fuck you deck. I said the no words now. YouTube, my band YouTube. No, stream's still on. I'm okay. I might live. Oh, I'm sorry. I was completely wrong before. Now it's 1 a.m. Now it's 1:15 a.m. I guess I was off before by a bit much there. But yeah. So that's my main guy. But I got some other I got some other stuff in here that I think you'll freak out a bit about. Oh boy, I have one games just purely out of the use of Stygian Sergeants though. Here's another fun one, Goyo Guardian. He's a 2800 attack monster. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field in defense mode. So yeah, your Blue Eyes White Dragon, my Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then I had a dragon in my deck. I'm not sure what happened to it. I think I straight up removed it or traded it or something. But I know I had a dragon in here at one point. I can't remember which dragon it was actually. It's weird. I can't remember. It's a really popular dragon to use. Its abilities were something like every turn you can cancel one card effect from an opponent or something like that, and then destroy the target. It was something like that. I think it only applied to spells and traps though. I don't remember. Here's a fun one though. Thought Ruler Archfiend, great to use if I'm low on HP. If this card destroys a monster by battle, gain life equal to the original attack of that monster during either player's turn. When a spell or trap card is activated that targets exactly one psychic type monster and no other cards, I can pay 1,000 life points, negate the activation, and destroy the card. So obviously I can keep him around for as long as I need him. If anybody tries to target him because he's a psychic monster, yeah, he's fine. So he's a fun one. 2,700 attack. I like him. And then there's a couple more on here, but I barely, if ever, use them, and honestly, I don't really prefer them. And then there's also a couple of XYZ summon monsters. Again, barely ever use them. But yeah, they're fun. I like them. I got my cat chasing a laser pointer. My favorite deck annoyed my opponents. Yeah, those are the fun ways to play cards, right? Is just if you can just annoy them. You don't even have to win. You just annoy them. Just act like a little psychopath. It's fun. It's fun. Let me slide it back in there. Slide it back in like I slid into her DMs, unsolicited. Now I've been reported, and now I got. If it was to return all cards to your hand or destroy your spells and traps and creatures, that's exactly what I would use. Yep, it's exactly what I would use to work with these monsters, because pretty much all of them revolve around destroy a monster to have this effect. So I kind of built my deck around that. Like I said, my deck is the ultimate screw you. You're just in trouble no matter what you do, but it's not through direct means, or at least it's not always through direct means. I have a lot of cards that are just simply like this monster is straight up protected. You can't kill it, except through this other means, and so it just requires players to kind of go outside of the scope of normal Yu-Gi-Oh play if they want to take it on. And even if you do, it still holds on its own pretty well. Surprisingly, I've never attempted a tournament though, because I'm pretty sure like 90% of what's in that deck is banned. My win condition was self-destruct button. Yeah. Oh, that card. That one's a fun one. I loved self-destruct. Yeah, I loved the self-destruct button. Yeah, wasn't it something like wasn't it? I can't remember how it worked. It was something like. It was some. How did that card work? My brother has it, I think. Pretty sure my brother has it, where it's like you win the game if in X amount of turns, and it starts at like something pretty high, like 10 or 20 or something like that. Yeah, if 20 turns pass and this card is still on the field, you win the game. It's like a continuous spell card. Which just ended at ties. Yeah. Oh, it just ended it in ties. Ah. Lame. My brother had a card that's similar to that one, but it was on a timer, and if it ended the timer, you just straight up win. Pretty OP. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that RimWorld has been so nice to me as to not give me a raid or anything like super distracting while I talked about all this stuff? If you had the 7,000 or less, Got to my local shop to ban that card. Got my local shop to ban that card. Daggum. Yeah, that card's kind of absurd. Wow. Takes out 7,000 HP. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so all you need to do is just a bunch of cards with lifelink, and then just throw in 1 or 2, or I think the maximum was like 3 of the same type of card in Yu-Gi-Oh. And then Magic, I think Magic had a similar limit of like 3 or 4, something like that, maybe 5. I remember Magic's being higher, right? Because they require a minimum of 6, and you can go any amount higher than that. So their limit on the same type of card is like it works differently. I don't know. I'm talking out my arse here. I really don't remember. All I can say is my red-green deck uses a lot of the same type of creature. What I got going for me is I can't remember what it's called, so I'm just gonna call it Rage, where it's like if your opponent gets damaged in this turn, and then summon this monster, it gains like a +2/+2, or you know +3 or whatever. That's how my green deck works. My red-green. So what I did was I threw in a lot of Zertad Druids. It originally came with 2, but I had a buddy that that gave me straight up like 4 of them, like 4 more of them. So I use a lot of those, and that's kind of how the deck revolves around. Is I just always tap Zertad Druid every turn, instantly damages my opponent always, and then I get a monster that's just immediately like a 5/5 right out there by like turn 3 or 4. You know, pretty decent, I think. I struggle in the late game though. AKA enemy had 8k HP and I had 1k HP. Game ends in a tie. Wait, if the enemy had 8,000 HP and the card takes out 7,000, wouldn't that mean he would live? And you would lose? Therefore, the victory would go to him? Forgive me if I'm just misunderstanding this. I have a very low IQ. Unfortunately, it's very true. Sadly. You know something, buddy Gil? We've had such an immense time of peace. I forgot to check on the monkey. How are you doing, monkey? How are you doing? Training. You're now down to 2 out of 5. Well, where are you at, Gil, as far as everything goes with animals? You're still not even halfway. Yeah. We failed in the monkey. We're going to send Gil out on this mission. I don't know why Vive hasn't left yet. I know she's injured, but like you're more than capable of leaving, Vive. And I'm feeding her. No. She does not get food. No. Make the bed. Make the bed prisoner. That forces her to get up and leave. There. I am not going to be looking after and feeding you if you're just going to leave. That really makes me mad. If you're not going to join me, you're not with any faction, here I am taking care of you, and you're not going to, like, stay and help me out and build with me, the one guy you trust to save your life? You're just going to leave? No, screw you. I'm not going to tend to your wounds and feed you anymore. Get out. I'm very mad. I'm very mad. That's so wrong. Anyways. Bloodlust. Yeah, I think that's right. No, I have to have 7,000 or less HP. Oh, okay. And it causes the game to just end in a tie. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. I'm sorry, did this thing just change its design again? Also art. This furniture is engraved with a depiction of Yuri Irwin sobbing uncontrollably because of the stress. He seems totally unaware of what's around him. The image somehow expresses both compassion and anguish. This portrayal tells the story of Irwin giving up in despair. Yeah, this was right before he died. I believe he had a mental break as well, which was one of the reasons why we couldn't tend to his wound, or to his plague. Something like that. I don't entirely remember. I literally have to go back and rewatch the stream. My memory is just that poor. But hey. Well, how beautiful is this, by the way? Only 15 expected. But I gotta say, did this train on your art skill, by the way? Like, does this actually affect it? It doesn't seem like it does. No, it seems like it's, yeah, it's construction. I feel like it should affect both construction and the art at least a little bit, though, don't you think? I don't know. RimWorld, again, Tynan Sylvester, I love you, man. No homo, but you're crazy. You're crazy. Thank you for putting out that fire. Thank you, Randy Random, for putting out that fire. This is naked brutality, by the way. Just wait for it. He's gonna decide to be mean and nasty. You just wait for it. It'll happen. Is Cassowary, by the way? Yeah, sorry. We're gonna have to slaughter it as well. Cassowary and the monkey, go bye-bye now. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot to give you a restriction to Area 1. You've probably been eating my meals, haven't you? Bad Cassowary. You're gonna die for that. That's the punishment for your crime. For your crime of eating one simple meal in my colony. You shall suffer and die. Well, you probably won't suffer. Yeah, no suffering. They just die. As soon as you finish this, I'll send you off on your mission. Animals can take care of themselves unless we get a raid. In which case, you're boned. I'm sorry. I could just bring the animals with me. Why don't I just do that? Bring them with me. Yeah. I don't know. Does anybody watching know if animals will consume the meals that you take with you? I don't think they do. But unless they absolutely have to, like a dog. But it's still concerning to me. That reminds me. If we're about to go on a mission, maybe I ought to raise the simple meals? No. There's no point in raising simple meals. Which reminds me, world. Yeah, I'm near a pirate, that's it. Nobody I can trade with for more food. I'll just have to rely on whatever I bring. Maybe I should get Pemmican. I don't know. Your wealth isn't high enough for him to be mean. That probably is very true. Let me see. Graph. Wealth. This is my current wealth. I don't know. My wealth isn't exactly the worst. 13,187. That's something. I don't know. But you're probably right. It probably still isn't high enough. But you should have seen him before, though. Dadgum. Like, right away when I started this guy, Randy was just out to kill him. Randy was just making absolutely sure that I was going to die before I even got started. Oh, here's a heat wave there while you don't have any passive coolers or wood, and your guy's currently on a mental break, so he can't chop any wood. Oh, here's all your crops. Here's the last of your crops got hit with a blight, and also currently while you're out of food. Here's a manhunter pack while you're currently indoor. You know, well, the manhunter packs have actually been pretty easy, but seriously though. Then that cassowary incident where they ripped off his arm, just what kind of bogus is that? Can you imagine that in D&D? Yeah, this little donkey. Yeah, he just ripped off your toes. You know, it's just so what? Collection of supplies. If this is psychic animal pulsar, I don't think I like that because that'll affect my animals too, won't it? It's very far away too. No, I'm passing on that. Welcome to RimWorld, the game where the game is out to get you, right? That's why the phrase goes around, ignore morality, play more RimWorld. Because you have to if you want to survive. You have to be nasty. You have to be brutal. How's your cooking at? Your cooking's still only at 4? Jeez. I really wish you had at least like a minor. What is this called? Just a slight passion. Minor passion? Probably what it's called. That sounds right. You don't have a kill box made. No, I don't. I don't really see a point in relying on kill boxes unless I get to a point where I actually have turrets. Otherwise, I just don't see a point. Because right now, I'm only getting raided by like small one-man raids. And that just... It's just not You know, it's just not all that worthwhile to me. But I suppose at some point I probably should consider like maybe sealing off here and here, which forces them to come across the river and then use the river. A pack of man-hunting huskies. They'll roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. They won't attack doors unless they see... Yeah, okay. Yep, just one husky. Okay. Alright, Gil. Where you at? You're building. When husky gets down to about maybe around here, I'll have him gear up. Okay. It's time. Meet him at the shoreline. Okay, it was... Jeez Louise, dog. Calm down. Alright. Fire away! But this is why. Almost everything has either been melee or not high enough in range. Goodness gracious. Gil, whatever happened to one man, one shot, one kill Gil? Where are you going? I think this husky might be slightly stupid. Is he going to attack me or not? No. Okay. Where is he going? It's like he didn't even notice my gunshots. Hello? Hello? I'm right here. Hi. Is he coming for me? Okay, now go inside. Go now. It seems to be moving faster. Yeah. It's like the game has its own built-in, Oh my goodness, it's faster than I am. Quick, get inside. I need wooden doors. Oh god. Get in! Get in! Oh god. Get in! Quick. What melee weapon do we have? Oh, we have a thrumbo horn. Perfect. Equip it. Quickly. Yeah. Alright, kill it. You're great at melee. You should have no problem with this thing. Yeah. Yeah, you got this. You got this. Oh my goodness, you have just destroyed it. All that from a thrumbo horn? Oh, what was that, 2 strikes? I saw him get in like maybe 2 strikes on the guy. And that was all it took? Wow. Thrumbo horns are insane. Never underestimate the danger and the power. The Huskies have minimum handling this. I can't speak. I don't want it. I want it, but I don't want it. Should I keep it? Should I keep the Husky? I'm happy they had bulk meals. Yeah, bulk meals, right? I know. Yeah. The Husky, though. This is an important question. I gotta ask, should we keep it? Should we keep it? I'm gonna leave it pause until I really get an answer. Until then, I'm just gonna find something random to ramble about. Until I see something in the chat. Because I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to save it. His health, death in 4 hours, probably can still work with that, honestly. I think for now, I'll just tell him rescue the Husky. And because I can at least treat its wounds. And you know what? This is at least good experience for Gil here. Gil pretty much has to heal it, though, before he can heal himself, which is very concerning. Right? Because if I have him heal if I have him heal himself first, there's a good odds the Husky will just die. And I can't have that. So I need the two to somewhat balance out. There we go. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, he's pretty good. No, kill it. Kill it. Alright. Your vote. Your vote. I will kill it, but I'll tend to it for the experience in medicine. Are you tending to yourself? You are. Lovely. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. It's perfect. Alright. Hunt it. Or, yeah. You're going to spend all night doing this, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Hunt the Husky. Finish it. There you go. Great experience. Now he's on a berserk mode. He will attack anyone he sees. Oh, shoot. Animals. Yeah, animals. Danger of myself. Is there a way I can create a special area for... Run! Just get out of here, animals. Get out. Alright, animals, run. Just do it. Stay away from Gil right now. Okay. All hail the cats. A fellow cat person. I like cats. Cats are alright. I'm more of I'm kind of on the fence. I'm kind of in an in-between, please. Onisan, our fish lady. She's still here. She has a scratch from cassowaries. Cassowary feet. Interesting. I wonder if she tried to hunt it or something. Let's see. Bite in the body caused the cassowary to expire. Yeah, she fought a cassowary for whatever reason. Collapsed feebly because of bruise in the head. She smashed it with her right fist. Yeah, it's like she tried. It's like she hunted it and killed it. She killed a cassowary and didn't lose a limb while naked. I'm very mad about this. Melee 9. Her melee is literally 1 point higher than I was when I had that incident happen. His was 8 at the time. This game. What does she have the nimble trait? She has the nimble, oh, I can dodge anything. No, she doesn't. Nor does he, but still. What is this game? Come on, Randy. I'm not saying I want her to get hurt. It's just... What are you doing? Onisan, what are you doing? She actually gets upset from seeing her. That's what it is. Her mood gets too low and she goes on her own mental breaks. I think that's what that is. I think she killed that cassowary out of anger. I don't think she ate it. I don't think she did bite it. But still, I don't think she attacked it to eat it. I think she attacked it out of a mental break. My cat ordered me to kill the evil dog. I mean, to be fair, that dog technically was evil, you know, at the time that I killed it. It had just tried to kill me, but... I mean, come on. We probably could have made a good doggo out of it. How long are you going to be mad, boy? Don't come close to my animals. You stay right there. Gil? You have an infection now, you stupid, stupid man. That's not really your fault. We already tended the wounds. You shouldn't have gotten it. But you stupid, stupid man. Now you have a disease in your arm. I can't help but wonder if being hungry or being tired affects that. Because it does in real life. At least I'm pretty sure... I'm certain food does. Rest I'm kind of on the mix about. I don't know if getting proper amount of sleep will affect that. Oh my goodness, but I'm glad he's okay, you know. Alright, he's going to be back at a 1 on that again. I don't know why I didn't put grow and plant cut back on a 2. But yeah, we need you in bed, man. Animals, come on back. Yes, please rest. I can't have you die. If you die, this series ends. It's already at 20%. This is going to be rough. And now all of our stuff is going to burn down. But he can't firefight, so we're just going to have to let it happen. Amazing. It happened right here, too. Look at that. All of our leathers. These wooden clubs. It's going to lead up, and it's going to burn everything. And my chem fuel. Forgot about that. Yep, there we go. The wooden clubs. Everything burned. Randy! Try to tame her. He's not. His animal handling isn't high enough yet. He needs it to be at 6 for people. He's only at 4. Randy! I'm mad at you. You're making things worse, Randy. I don't know why you ate it there. The table's right over there. And you were going back to bed anyways. This game, man. Yeah, there goes all my... Look at that. All my leathers. My thrumble horn! My thrumble horn! Oh, that makes me so mad. Oh, that makes me so mad. Ah. Solar flare. Yeah, thanks. Expect me to care. I'm gonna lose my only guy. I'm gonna lose my man Gil. He's gonna die. Yeah, infection major at 66%. Nothing I can do about that. What do you mean? Why did my alpaca 2 die? What killed it? Heat stroke? I'm sorry, there's not always something I can do about that. I didn't know these guys were suffering from heat stroke. Jeez. Game, let me know. The game probably did let me know, and I just didn't notice. There you go. Include the freezer. Just go on. Cool off in there. Never mind. All of our alpacas are gone too. This is what I was telling you guys. I was telling you guys before. Like, games being too nice. Games being too nice to me before. I knew it was coming. I knew I should have just sent him out on a random mission and maybe he would have been just fine, but no. And now he's gonna die. Because there's no way I can cure this without medicine, and I can't get medicine until he gets scoring level 8. Yep. How's the flu doing, by the way? Oh, yeah, he's gonna beat the flu. He's gonna die to a random infection in his left arm, but hey, he doesn't have the... At least he won't have to worry about the flu. I'm salty. I'm really salty. I'm saltier than that scripture. You are the salt and light of the earth. I am the salt of... I'm just the salt of the earth. I'm not even the salt and light. I'm just the salt. I'm all the salt right now. Come on, Rick. At least you didn't burn away all my steel. I don't even know why steel really would burn in the first place. It doesn't make sense. Steel doesn't catch fire. It melts. Sure, but it doesn't light up on fire. Except for steel wool, which does. But... Alright. Well, once Gil dies, that'll be the end of the stream. Especially, you know, since I have to go to work anyways tomorrow. So I need my sleep. Colonist needs treatment. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say. Rest in pepperonis. My man Gil never got to be with his lady fish. Well, what was it that I said had to say? There is no wild heat root. Not on this map. I mentioned it at the start of the stream. This map, for whatever reason, this particular map does not have any wild heat root. I looked for it before, because that was actually how he was originally going to die. Right away when I started the game, I had to go into dev mode and just heal his infection, because it was just dumb that he had no medicine to treat it with right away from the get-go, and the game's just like, oh yeah, you don't have medicine? And there's literally nothing you can do about it? Yeah, infection. You know, game is just really unfair. But it's not even really the storyteller's fault. It's just kind of a development problem, you know. Sleep is for the weak. I like to think that. It's weird that I even have energy to do this today. I only got 6 hours of sleep, and I was tired all day when I was at work too. And then I took like an hour to just relax. That's all I did at home. I just relaxed. I never napped or slept or anything. And I feel right as rain. I feel like I could go on all the way up till 6 a.m. My sleep schedule is the weirdest thing ever. But goodbye to Gil. Everyone is dead or gone. The story is over. Perhaps someone else will find a use for the ruins of this place. Originally, that's what... apparently, this is what it means, is that apparently, whenever you start up, like, a new game, the dev will actually keep a lot of your buildings as part of the old structures. So, like, this here, apparently, this was, like, a player-built thing, where they had a bunch of just random pillars and, like, limestone kind of built into a mountain. At some point in time, that was an actual structure. And it just kind of gets randomly mixed in. Apparently, I'm not sure how true that is. I thought it was related to a mod when I first was hearing about that, but no, apparently it's like an actual vanilla thing. But, you know, you take that however you will. But alright. Do it. Your fans demand you stay up all night. What fans? What are you talking about? I only have not even 300 subscribers. By the way, subscribe. Oh, but yeah. You demand I stay up all night. I wish I could, man. But no. I don't know. I'll try to do streaming more often, though, because this seems to be the thing that's working out for me. All those times in the past, I'm super mad at myself now. All those times in the past, I would try to get into the route of making consistent YouTube videos, recording, editing, just making it something fun. But people didn't watch that. People just didn't really want to watch that, not unless it was something topical. If it was something topical, you know, then people would watch it. Otherwise, people just weren't interested. And I was always beating myself up about that too, because I knew that a lot of it was kind of my own fault. Like, I just didn't do a very good job in the editing, and I was always playing games that, like, my software just wasn't strong enough. My hardware wasn't quite strong enough to run very well. So I would have this issue where I was getting just a lot of, what's the word? I would keep running into this issue where I was getting a whole lot of oh geez, this keeps happening. This happens every time I'm doing YouTube videos, where I have this thought in my mind and then it slowly fades away. I can actually feel the thought of what I wanted to say fade away as I'm trying to come up with it. It's a really weird feeling. But yeah, because I just wasn't quite strong enough to run it. I didn't have the hardware that I needed to really make those super huge. As long as you have a sense of humor, right? Yeah. I think it's easier to keep that as a live streamer, because there's that interaction with the chat. And I really think that's what I was lacking, was just kind of a social interaction that helps me keep in that mindset, that helps me to be entertaining. Because I couldn't quite do it very well when it came to recorded stuff. I really tried to. You can go back and see my older videos. But if I did like really long sessions where I recorded for like hours and hours, dear heavens, have you been up all night? Indeed I have, Cather23. Indeed I have. But it's not that bad. It's about 1:48 a.m. my hour, which actually is pretty normal for me. Because normally my sleep schedule is like I go from 2 a.m. and then I get up at 10 and then I start my day-to-day business. But yeah, I lately, these past couple of days, I got so, what's the word? I got so super into RimWorld that I've just been pushing it all the way to like 6 a.m. In the past, the only reason I would do that was just because of like other games I have. I might even close RimWorld and just show you one of the other games that I did a video on a while back. I don't know if you're interested in seeing it, but it's like a train game that I would just play and play and play because I was really bad at it. And it's something about it just kind of pulled me in. It made me want to keep on playing it and just kind of learn it. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing that, but I can show you if you guys want. And then on top of that, yeah, really the only thing that would actually get me to go to bed is just the fact that I would feel so exhausted, and then the knowledge that I have work. You know, I'm going to have to sub to you to know when you're streaming. Yeah, I've been streaming quite a bit now. I think I may just do a streaming as a regular thing. It's so much easier for me now. I mentioned already how I beat myself up in the past because I just wouldn't do, because I would try to do videos and then do editing, and it's really hard to do. It's like really hard to stick to that and make it interesting, because you don't have that social interaction that you kind of need when making videos. That gives you that, it just kind of gives you a boost that helps you to stay I don't know, comedic, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. Also, did the number of playbacks I have just drop? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. I've only ever seen it go up. That was weird. So I guess that's the total number of times the video is loaded, including refreshes and changes and change of camera angle. This number does not increase when a viewer switches resolution. Okay. Why did it drop then? It dropped from like 32 to 30. I swear, I must be going crazy. Maybe I am too tired. Maybe I do need to just go to bed. I've done this before. I lose track of time and realize I need to go to bed when the sun came up. Yeah. The weird thing is, though, like, I've never actually lost track of that time. At least not completely. There was only one time, and I was playing that train game that I was telling you about. It arrived at 2 a.m., and I was like, I realized, I knew that it was 2 a.m. It's best to stream things, then you get a chat. Yeah, exactly, right? People to interact with. I suppose before I go, I can show you the other colony, and then I can start it up again in the next stream. But I'm only going to bring it up real quick, because this lesson was a fail, which was inevitable. But 2 years is not something to scoff at. That 2 years on Naked Brutality, that's not that bad. Even though I did cheat. Shush. If you're interested, you probably should go back, because I mentioned it at the very start of the stream. Once my mic comes back on, because that was another thing. Oh, Captain 23, and you both missed it. When I started the stream, my mic was off, and I didn't know. I had no idea, because it's a software bug that's related to the blue snowball, because it's a USB mic. It's not your typical thing where you have to plug it in through like kind of a what's the word? Kind of an audio jack. You don't plug it in like that. Train game. It's not Transport Fever. It's called Machinki. I did a Let Me Show You video on it. Why are you working on the weekend? Because I work at McDonald's. That's why. And I need hours. I really need hours. I told you that story. I think I told you that story, or at least I kind of referenced it a bit, but I basically got my GM, my general manager, I got him kind of salty with me because a customer got offended. And so instead of, telling me, hey man, I didn't like that you said that, and like trying to, just let me know what they think and how they feel, instead they pretended to be totally chill and then waited until they were out of sight of me and in the sight of a manager, and then they just they freaked out at him. And so I got taken off window and my hours got drastically cut. So yeah. And then my GM, on top of that, his reasoning was, what was it? His reasoning was that he was worried somebody would go on Twitter and read about how evil McDonald's is instead of just letting it go. Yeah. I worked at Mickey D's a long time ago. Then the people watching were like, why is he talking to himself? Why is he talking to himself? That's another thing with doing YouTube, man. Because you get so used to talking all the time, it starts affecting your real life too. And that was one of the reasons, that was something that kind of pulled me out of doing YouTube. Was just because I got so into being talkative all the time. I stopped letting other people talk. I stopped. Here, I'm gonna switch camera. Wait, no. I was gonna show you my my other village here. I'll let that load in. But yeah, I was being a naughty boy. No, I was unintentionally being kind of rude to people. I think that's the best way I can think of to put it. Every single time we've loaded in. This is not the right one. Hold on. Also, it's saved with me still having Gil, which is weird. I deleted the wrong one. I deleted the tribal playthrough. No. I deleted the tribal playthrough on accident. Never mind. I guess we'll have to start up a brand new. Wait. Hold on. When this loaded in, he was still alive. Does he still have the disease? Do I get to save scum this? Because that's the whole point of this was that we don't get to save scum this. Am I gonna get to save? Come on. Wait, I have to know. No, I don't. I don't get to save scum this. There's no way. Ah. Well. Yeah. Oh. No, they couldn't hear me. They straight up could not hear me. The very first comment, if you go to the top of the live chat, is a comment from a guy called Holy Proton saying, letting you know, by the way, we don't hear any voice audio. It's because of a glitch associated with the blue snowball, because it plugs into your computer via USB and not via an audio jack like this headset. And it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like sometimes my computer recognizes two different versions of the same mic. So it's if I pull it up here, let's see. Currently, it recognizes my microphone as 3-blue snowball, but sometimes it recognizes it as 2- some type of weird microphone. It's like a completely different name. It's not even a blue snowball. You can cheat heal again. I could do that. I could. But at the same time, this is still an earned demise. Because there were mistakes that I made. You guys didn't really get to see them because I wasn't live streaming it. But there were mistakes I made earlier on. There were times where I could have recruited people and I just didn't realize it. That I had that opportunity. The thing with the alpacas, I could have started training those guys a long time ago, but I had no idea. So, that one's kind of iffy. It's like, you can find that kind of iffy on blaming me for that. I had a channel and did RimWorld, Banished. Banished is pretty good. I've heard a lot of good things about Banished. Sims 4 and Valhalla Hills. Never heard of Valhalla Hills before. Sims 4, everybody knows Sims 4. But yeah, Valhalla Hills. That sounds... I've never heard of that. I don't know what that's about. I had a mech raid and described the battle, and then my main channel got terminated and got called a gun advocate and a warmonger. Yeah, that's a real issue with YouTube, is that YouTube, they just don't know how to tell, man. They don't know how to consider context. They just don't. And that's the problem with using an automated bot. And then when you go and tell, an actual human, when you go and try to report it to an actual human being, and I think this is an issue with YouTube staff. It seems like I think a real human being does look at it, and they've just gotten so lazy and complacent because they probably look through hundreds of thousands, like every day, of complaints of people, and then they just go, nope, you're not real. Click, click, click. And I think they just get so into the mode of it, they don't actually bother to really look at and understand the problems. Vikings trying to get into Valhalla. So it's about Vikings trying to die, or do you mean just Vikings trying to take conquest, trying to just conquest, and if they die, they're trying to earn their place in Valhalla? That's probably what you mean, isn't it? That's probably what you mean. I just answered my own question. Mentally, I'm mentally stupid. Maybe try Crash Landed next time. Crash Landed, I like Crash Landed. It's generally a pretty good start. I don't know why I don't prefer it. It's weird. It's like I either love the brutality of naked brutality, or I like having just kind of a tribal start where I don't know what it is about the early game. The early game in video games always is a huge appeal to me. It's just something about how it's about this idea of building up from nothing that I just love it. Earn their place in Valhalla. That's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, well, you can really get a feel, by the way, for how behind I am on the chat and with real time, just by looking at the comments like Earn. But I don't know. Do you guys want me to show you guys the train game? Because I definitely got to go pretty soon here. It's about to reach 2 a.m. Well, I'll let you guys decide on that if you guys want to see it. Mashinki. Or I could just show you guys. I could just share with you guys the video here. Maybe type it and share it in the chat. I'll go ahead and do that. It's quicker, it's easier, and it gives you something to watch. But Mashinki, I got super interested in it because I wanted to learn how to play, and I was thinking about doing a real review of it, like a serious review, because Let Me Show You is just a first look. It's not actually, it's not actually a review. Let me see if I can find it. It's down there. Where are you? There it is. Let Me Show You Mashinki, made by John Zeleny. There we go. Copy link. And I just type it right here in the chat. They need to update the leadership. Oh, leadership was a fun one. You can sleep before work. That's exactly my point. Yeah, I have to sleep before work. I'm scheduled at 2 p.m. And if I go to sleep now, I'll get up at 11 a.m., which gives me plenty of time to shower and get ready and all that. But another thing you guys should know is I walk to work. I walk to and from work every day. It's really good for me, though. I actually feel good about myself. Yeah, my playbacks number did drop. What the? It dropped. It used to be at 30. Now it's at 32. What are you doing, YouTube? Is YouTube trying to censor me? Is that what it is? They're trying to mess around with the data and be like, no, you aren't gaining subscribers and viewers. We'll just casually delete that. Because I found YouTube's been proven to be guilty of doing that, by the way. Do you at least get free food from work? Oh yeah. I did one where I used Prepare Carefully, had extended bionics and aerotech, everything on 5 tunes. They were basically cyborgs. I took out all hostiles on the map. I thought about doing a series on that a long time ago. I actually did do a series. I called it Pirate Hunters. The idea was I wanted to explore what happens in RimWorld if you literally destroy an entire faction. But I was being an idiot. I basically, it was like I tried to make it balanced and difficult and treat it like a real playthrough. And because I did that, instead of making it a science thing, I didn't actually get to see it through. And the series just wound up dying because people picked up on that and then they stopped watching. And then I got depressed. I got the big sad. People stopped watching. Yeah. Yeah, I guess one last thing we can do. You know what? One last thing. We can look through mods. You guys can help me if you're down. We can set up a... Ooh, hold on. That is my Discord server. There we go. Close that. Alright. But yeah, I get free food from work. We get a free employee meal. They pretty much just allow us to have a medium combo of everything. That's pretty much how that works. Different managers, though, it's pretty much up to manager discrepancy. Sometimes they'll let you just take whatever you want. I straight up had a day where I got to take like a 20-piece nugget and like a large fry and like 2 large drinks. Like one of them was like a mocha frappe and then a soda. And I was super happy that day. You end up taking out 2 hostile factions and the other 3 are 100% ally. Yeah, so basically you never get raided except by mechanoids, right? 6 concurrent viewers? Whoa, that's a new high for me. Holy guacamole, Batman. Alright, this makes me happy. Hopefully the Dino mod we get. Dino mod was pretty cool. I like the Dino mod. 7! This is a record. Keep on climbing for me, baby. Let's see how high we can get before I go. I'm literally about to leave and it's climbing up. This is so weird. I've never seen this happen before. Is this like... Are people in Europe just now starting to wake up and they're like, ooh, the Jocelyn's streaming. Is this what it is? Hi, friends from Europe. Alright. But yeah, these are the current mods I have. It's just, it's just stuff that helps me. It doesn't really affect the vanilla gameplay at all. But these are things I leave on. I currently checked out a lot of mods from Steam Workshop. There is something really cool I want to show you guys, though. I actually really want to make it into an actual series. There you go. I'll just check those three letters because I don't want to spoil it. Let's see if I can find it. Somebody made a Super Mario mod. I really want to see him expand on this because currently all it is it just adds animals. But I would love to see this expand where you get Bowser and like a Koopa faction. So instead of just animals, you can actually have like a faction also comprised of the same creatures. Because that would be crazy. And that would be super fun. But currently, it just adds Goombas, Koopas, and Buzzy Beetles, and Shinies. And Spiny Beetles. And then you can slay them, and they give you either like mushroom fungus or lizard leather, and then just basic meat, light leather, lizard leather, and then spiny shell, Buzzy Beetle shell, and Koopa Troopa shell, which you can make them into basic armor, which is just helmets. And that's all he's got so far. But I would love to see him expand on this, and if he does, I could turn that into a whole series and just be like, yeah, we got the Mushroom Kingdom here, we got Mario, Princess Peach. That would be so much fun. I would love to do that. But yeah, but until that happens, I have to leave it be. I have to let the dream be. Right. Like, I like the gloomy furniture mod. It isn't updated yet. Yes, it is as of today. I haven't played around with the gloomy furniture mod before. I really don't mess around too much with aesthetic mods, and it's really just because I struggle enough with survival in the game as it is, because I always play on like hard difficulties. So aesthetic always pretty much came secondary to me. I only ever did it just to keep moods high, and that's about it. I never really allowed myself to think too much about aesthetic. But I completely agree, though. I need to change that. I need to change that around. I need to change that attitude. I think that's one thing that helped me back from getting more viewers and subscribers and all that good fun stuff. All right, let's see what else can we find here that's interesting or that I'm happy about. Darkest Night. I have no idea what this is, but apparently Darkest Night is like, yeah, it's just kind of, it's part of a hardcore mod pack, and it's like supposed to make it super hard, and just I don't even know. It's just apparently it adds like a new faction called Darkness, and they're literally invisible entities that you can't kill, and as long as you if you have lights up, they'll actually shut them down. So if you have torches, they'll deconstruct them. If you build standing lamps, they'll break them, and they'll break doors and wander into your base. That's pretty much it. And then if you're in darkness, apparently you can die from being in darkness somehow. That's a really creepy, and I love it. I've already done Lord of the Rim: The Third Age. No guns, no electricity. That's a fun one. I haven't done a series on that before. Might do it someday, sometime, some point, but I currently haven't. I added the Sound of Empires just because I love the soundtrack of Age of Empires. And by the way, this adds. I'm pretty sure it said on the workshop page. It's the definitive edition version, so the upgraded version, not the Age of Kings. Let me go to workshop page here and let me see. Let me double check on that. Yeah, adds the Age of Empires 2 remastered soundtrack to the game. I love Age of Empires 2, man. I love their music. It's a great game, great music. Infinite turrets, yeah, and just random little things. Cause like as soon as I saw the mushrooms one, I was like, ooh, we need to add stuff that's related to Mario, like bees. You know, that bees are in Mario. Let's add that. Growable mushrooms. I like some of their hair mods. Hair mods are okay. I don't actually care that much, but I know a lot of people like them, so I include them. Careful raids. No pause challenge. I'm thinking about doing that at some point. A genuine no pause challenge, maybe even on brutal difficulty. Just so I can only change the difficulty to speed 1 and never be able to pause it. That just sounds crazy. Maybe even make it into a modded thing. I don't know. Just like a modded hardcore series, basically. Oh, this guy was the guy I was mentioning before. This guy right here, Pelidor, is the guy who's been working with the 1.1 update to basically make mods that help other mods work together. I don't think installation was one of them, though. This is like kind of its own thing. But he made one other mod that was literally, the pure purpose of it was just, hey, it helps to identify and apply global ID indicators and help mods work together, which is such a big deal. I'm in love with that. I'm in love with that sort of thing. I'm not even a mod maker, and I can already imagine just, whoa, way more possibilities. Stuff doesn't break as much. Stuff I can have 50 plus mods and not see red all over my screen. But yeah. Improved vanometric power cells. That sounds fun. Music on the Rim. Yeah, again, I love me some good music. I'm a huge music lover. Except rap. I don't like rap. That's probably the one thing I have like a serious I'm not a big fan of. I don't even know what it is that I just don't like about it. It's like they always speak with this weird tone, and it just sounds like it almost sounds like it has a vibe of I don't care about anything. And that's it. I can't stand rap for that very reason. It's just like really just have a little bit of passion. Have a little bit of passion for your work and making your music sound good. I don't even care if you're spitting fire, as the phrase goes. I don't even care. If you don't sound like you love your work and or like you have some kind of like meaningful passion behind it, like I don't get interested in it. I can't listen to it and take it seriously. Oh, this is a cool thing about it. I love this. Primitive conduit, so it allows you to technically work with electrical stuff just as long as it already exists. So if you did a trade deal with somebody and you managed to get this as a tribe, it makes sense that you would be able to actually use it. Or like it sucks that you wouldn't be allowed to use it, but now you can because you can build a primitive conduit. It's immunities reset. This is one of the ones that I was telling you guys about. Resets all pawn immunities data. It's designed because apparently there's like a bug with some mods where if you were to take a mod that involves diseases and immunities to certain diseases and things, and then you remove that mod in the middle of your gameplay, well, apparently it can give pawns permanent immunities, even if immunities are only meant to be temporary. So this is basically meant to fix that. So it's great if I'm working with like mods that add in new races and stuff. But yeah. I like food mods too. I love food mods. Let's see. Quality of life mods. Yep. They did throw in some new texture packs for food and meds. That's true. Yeah, I like the new texture packs so far. I like food mods too. It seems cool when they sit down to the table with a pizza or a big cheeseburger. Personally, what I was a huge fan of was with the vegetable gardens mod back in like 0.7 or 8. The drink mods, yeah, that came with vegetable gardens, I think. And basically what you could do is you could sit down and with like tea, and what was really hilarious is that they would sit down to drink their tea, and hold on, let me make sure I have an empty cup first. Okay, so they would sit at their table, right, with their fresh cup of hot tea or coffee, just pulled it out of the freezer and stuck it in the microwave, whatever, right? And they would drink it like this. It would just be sitting on the table in front of them, and that's what the icon for the drink would look like. Just turned sideways on the table. It looks like it's spilling out either under their lap or over next to them. I really want to turn that... Oh, man. If I ever get a good camera setup, I would love to make a RimWorld skit just making fun of all the bugs and funny little stuff like that with the mods, and just make that into a real-life skit. That would be so good. It'd be so... I can already imagine the possibilities. I already had some ideas. I'll just go ahead and spew them out just because it's so funny to me. So I love how colonists in this game are so dumb where even if they're perfectly capable of cooking their own meals, for whatever reason, if they're hungry, they'll just insist on grabbing like raw food and just shoving it in their gullet. And it's just so unrealistic and just dumb. And they'll just like... I want to... What I'm imagining doing as a visual, right, is I'll have like the... I'll pretend that RimWorld, like the player is basically God, and I'm just like a dumb pawn, I'm just a dumb human, right? And the skit would just have me sitting there like, I'm hungry. Maybe play a gurgling stomach sound effect, and then I go and I look at the fridge and I open it up and there's eggs. And I pull out, one egg out of the crate, probably destroying the whole crate in the process, just to get one egg out, and then I just immediately pop it in my mouth, and then just having maybe applying some kind of visual effect on light coming in through the window or something like that, and then I'll just stop. I'll pull the egg back out of my mouth. And then I go and I actually cook the egg, and I have a nice scrambled egg. Just like the hand of God demands you cook this egg, and I'll visualize that by switching back into RimWorld, and then showing like right-click, when you right-click the stove, and then say force cook meal. It's so dumb that you have to force a pawn to do that sometimes. It's just like, really? You're right there. There's the raw food. There's the stove. Cook it before you eat it, you moron. This is what we do all the time in real life. Why can't you just do that real quick? But they don't do it. They're just like, nope. I'd rather eat this raw boar leg than actually bother. It's just so dumb. Like I would love to make the skits like that. And the stews made them have better blood filtration. Yeah, I loved that about the vegetable gardens mod, that food would actually affect your body in more realistic ways. Like you would get inebriation from drinking coffee, and yeah, better blood filtration from stew. Yep. Don't forget to point your pinky up as you drink. Sort of like black and what do you mean sort of like black and white? I'm not quite understanding that there, but yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I think this is it. I have to end it. It's 2:15. I'm already 15 minutes past. I got work tomorrow. I need to get up. I need to shower. I need to take care of some household chores, stuff like that. You know, the life. I need to clean this office too. This office, man, you wouldn't even know. This green screen is doing wonders for me. There is trash in here. I'm not doing the best to take care of this place. And then they take food in their pockets to bed, and when they get up, they eat standing there instead. And then they get mad because they ate without a table. That's so dumb. I really wish that that he just allowed you to personalize. Actually, does he? But I'm pretty sure you don't get to customize the range of colonists to go and eat at a table. Black and White was a god game. Are you talking about Pokemon Black and White? I don't know what you're talking about. Black and White was a god game back in like 2001. I've never heard of this Hand of God game. I gotta check this thing out. Is it on Steam? Is it on Steam, or will I have to go to some shady website that says that got those ads like, you can grow your wiener if you follow this advice. Click on this totally not a virus ad. If you download this software, oh, I dropped a viewer. I guess someone has a kid watching. I'm sorry. No, you probably had to go to bed. Good night, man. Whoever you were. It was a 2000 game where you're the Hand of God. That sounds awesome. That's why you build tables in the rooms. Lionhead Studios made it. All right, I'll have to look that up. Man, I'm the worst when it comes to goodbyes. My goodness, I really have inherited this from my mother. My mother, as a kid, it always bugged me that my mom would, whenever we would be at church or just any sort of event, really, any sort of social gathering, she would spend like upwards of 30 minutes just standing there and talking to people. And as a kid, I'm like, it's time to go. We were supposed to eat dinner. I'm hungry, Mom. And she would just stand there. She'd be like, no, I'm wait until I'm done. Wait till I'm done. And now as an adult, I have the same thing. I have this curse. You can look it up on YouTube. I'll do that. I'll look it up on Steam, look it up on YouTube. I'll see if I can find it. Maybe I'll buy it and play it. Maybe. I don't want any of you guys to be worried about it, though. I am struggling a little bit, though, with finances, but I'll get it taken care of, though. If I can afford the game, I'll absolutely pick it up. At the very least, I'll save it as like a bookmark or something, so that I can remember in the future when I'm doing better. Yeah, you guys know I'm struggling financially. I just told you about how I got my hours cut. But yeah. Alright, well, you guys all take care. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And I think I have to wait a minute before I actually end the stream, because if I end it now, I'm pretty sure that just immediately cuts it off. So, yeah, that'll be kind of weird, just like listening to a stream. I haven't even said goodbye yet and just suddenly stream ended. When in reality, I did say have a good one. Yeah. It's a Microsoft game. Lionhead is Microsoft. Okay. Alright. Well, I could definitely get my hands on it then. I definitely have a good idea of where to go to find it. Ooh, that's interesting. Apparently for a brief amount of time, between 2:50 and 3, apparently according to YouTube, for about 10 minutes, I had 0 concurrent viewers. I'm pretty sure that's not true. Yeah, you take care, Cathro23. You take care, 2 Fire Ninja. And you take care, too, Holy Proton. And anybody else who's been staying up with me tonight and listening to me ramble. Take care. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.